simple. Grit is understanding failure without the fear of it conquering you. Failure will come whether self-induced or not. Push through, don't focus on what other people do. Don't listen to naysayers, they all come in different shades and layers. Run your course, run your race. Grit is not a gift, it runs its own pace. Don't waste your time arguing with the people in the stands. What are you doing in the bleachers? Petty creatures, argue with the preachers and the teachers. Get back on the track and catch grit before it's too late. Grit doesn't choose sides, you choose it. Makes no difference. Grit doesn't affiliate only with positive pride. It's like a sword, you yield whether you know how to swing it or not. Get ready for a ride. What makes life pain-free? It's grit mastery. It's grit mastery. Grit mastery. Grit mastery.
Morning.
I picture creation.
Homeboy.
I can see Jesus as the foundation.
Jacob, what's up, man?
Through your words, through your breath, there is a new day. As everything is formed with your sign, millions of more wait in line. You are my God. Your words started as creation. Now it can be heard. Now it can be spoken. Now it can be seen. In the flesh you came, causing hearts to burn within. As an invisible flame. Your creations fell without your smell. We will go to hell. You're the champion. You're a savior. Captain. You
Oh, my bad. I don't know what just happened.
You done broke it now?
I done broke it. What the heck? What did I?
Satan's over here. Not today. I got you. Not today.
Not today. Let me see. Oh, I don't know what I did.
It is us that will cause hearts to burn within that flame. Your words started as creation. Now it can be heard. Now it can be spoken. Now it can be seen. In the flesh you came.
morning. All right, I need everybody to pay attention to this next song because Christian don't understand the song. So I need everybody in here. I need everybody in here after you hear it to put
Bro,
to put in the comments what you think the song's about.
Wow, that might be a new record. I'm going to literally crash out in the first 15 minutes.
Where are you? I hid from you because I was naked and ashamed. You don't have to hide from me. I give my life for you. How could you not see? You mean everything to me. You did nothing to earn my hand. Why hide in this land? It was all given to you. You were not forced to work. My love was given freely from the dew. If I have to look for you, she will too. Where are you? I can't do this alone. Each step and each breath is done together without your lead. We aren't freed, we are stripped apart. Through the enemy's art, I look to you. For you are my head, why are you hiding? Where did you go? I hear the Lord calling for you. Be courageous, step forward now. Be the man I know you can be. And come get covered with me. I'm falling behind, it's getting darker every day. Please, Lord, find him before it's too late. Don't you know, without God, you lose your glow. I lose you as my head, as if you were dead. Alone I'm lost, my covering is gone. If you love me, you would come out of hiding. Are you still here? Are you there? Don't let me down. I look to you for guidance through hard times and bliss. Where are you? Where are you? I can't do this alone. Each step and each breath is done together without your lead. We aren't free, we are stripped apart. Through the enemy's art, I look to you. For you are my head, why are you hiding? Where did you go? I hear the Lord calling for you. Be courageous, step forward now. Be the man I know you can be. And come get covered with me. I'm falling behind, it's getting darker every day. Please, Lord, find him before it's too late. God calls your name, your family needs you. We love you, there is no shame. Where's the man, the one I need you? Lost your glow, you're dim indeed. Go to God, let
Unknown
him cover
caller.
you because I'm cold. Die to yourself, follow God's lead. Get back
Look at
under
God.
his covering because he did bleed. I need to get back under you before it's too late. So we both will be standing at the gate. Please, Lord, find him before it's too late. Where are you? I can't do this alone. Each step and each breath is done together without your lead. We aren't free, we are stripped apart. We're stripped apart. The enemies are out. For you are my head, why are you hiding? Where did you go? I hear the Lord calling for you. Be courageous, step forward now. Be the man I know you can be. Come get covered with me. I'm falling behind, it's getting darker every day. Please, Lord, find him before it's too late. Lord, find him, bring him home. He's here every day, but his mind is not on you. We are lost, please bring him home.
All right, put it in the chat. What's the song about? Help out our brother Christian here.
Amen, Trot. Amen. That makes me happy.
What makes you happy? Which part?
Oh, the lyrics.
The lyrics of the song?
Yeah.
So our brother Christian said he don't understand the song, so I need some people to help him out.
Nope, that's not what I said.
Question.
That's exactly what you said. 100%.
Nope, it's not. I asked about a very specific part.
What specific part did you ask?
The very end.
No, it didn't say that. It said, I don't understand the song.
That's not true.
All right, what's your question for the song, bro?
There is no question.
There is no question? Oh, my Lord. Bro, you asked me questions about this song, so say it where I can hear you, bro.
I said, oh, okay. I said in that song at the very end, you said it's someone who's here every day. And I was just asking you if it was about somebody specific, just that one part.
All right,
specific.
okay. So, guys, you understand he doesn't understand that specific part, right? That's what you're saying, Christian?
It was just a question.
Right, but do I have your question right? You don't understand a part of the song, right? Yes?
Sure.
Okay. So, he doesn't, somebody help him out with this part, the end of the song, because he doesn't get it. Let me see if anybody gets it.
So I would say it's about being unequally yoked, right? And her husband, even though he lives at home, his mind is far from God, and she wants God to draw him back in.
Well, that could be. I don't want to say whether that's the answer or not, Herman, okay? But that could be it. Who agrees with Herman, or who thinks it's something else? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just asking who agrees with Herman. Herman, you ever heard that song before?
No, sir. That's
Never heard
first
it?
time.
Okay, first time.
Very
All right. Anybody else? Nope. Nobody else? Everybody
It's
else?
both. It's about unbelievers, and then it switches over to Eve asking where her covering is.
Yeah. Yeah. What's fascinating is Herman only heard this song one time, and he could tell that the part that Christian's like, I don't know what it's talking about. Herman pretty much hit it on the head. And obviously it's about both. If you pay attention to the very beginning of the song, you could tell it's God looking for Adam. You could tell. But Eve is there because if you know anything about the Bible, Adam is head over Eve. So if Adam is failing at being the head, does that mean that Eve is succeeding or what?
Nope.
No, she's failing with them because he's the head. Now, today, a woman can be saved and her man cannot be saved. But that's not how it was in the beginning. That was not how it was. But that's how it's supposed to be. But how it is today, because of the type of separation that mankind has initially when you're born in this world, okay, it's not the same because you were not born in the image and likeness of God. So in that song, if you pay real close attention, it starts off. So what you do is you don't get confused over the voice that's singing. Don't get confused, okay? The song about David, that's called David's Secret Chord. It's a woman that sings the song. It's not a man. I do those things on purpose. I don't always pick a man for a woman or a woman for a man. It shouldn't matter who's singing it. You should be able to tell. You should be able to tell what the song's about if you're familiar with Scripture. Now, if you're not familiar with Scripture, these songs are for not babies in Christ. It doesn't mean they can't understand it, but it's just not for them, okay? There's too many of them, for God's sakes. Lord have mercy. Kill me. It's like, can you imagine living in a world that everyone is adults and everywhere you go, it doesn't matter if it's at work or wherever, everybody's got a pacifier in their mouth? It would drive you nuts. It would drive you freaking nuts. Could you imagine if 98% of the people in the world didn't really know how to speak? They're adults, right? They're adults. They're fully grown, but they don't really know how to talk. Just a bunch of grunts. Just grunting. You know? You'd be kind of weirded out. Sadly, a lot of these people make music. And the music is they're just grunting. He's making very babyish sounds. I don't know if y'all know who Eric Montoya is, but he has a live that he does pretty much every day. And he sent me a video. I put it on Discord and the Derailed chat. But he's like, bro, pretty much like, check this out, Well, I'm not saying he sent it to me. I'm saying whoever put that video, posted it or made it, they're like, hey, check this out, And so I watch it and I sent it to him because he always says stuff about AI because there's this very weird fear that AI is, the Antichrist and all this. And I don't know why. First of all, it shouldn't be hard to believe that people can get so stupid they start listening to fake people. I don't know what's so hard to believe that that's true. Because if you're in your feelings and you're worshiping your feelings, but you put all those feelings and you say, oh, yeah, I worship God. And your feelings that you're worshiping, you say you worship God. You're not worshiping God. You're not. You may be saved. You understand? You may have heard the good news and received salvation. And the rest of your life, you could be running around worshiping your belly, your feelings, never really having a daily interaction with God, right? It's very possible, man. I hate to say it. Your spirit is reborn. You're born again, and you may see little pieces of God here and there, but on a daily basis, you're not in tune up here with God because you're always fixated on your flesh. It's very possible. There are going to be people that's going to be living this way, and they make music based on their flesh, and you can hear it. You can hear it, man. Yeah.
That's why I really liked, it really clicked for me when, obviously, like, realizing you didn't get your emotions from God, your five senses, the way that we have them now. But like when you touched on them beyond just saying God has five senses in their spirit, when you revealed the shadow of what God's scent, his smell, what his touch, what his sight, what all that is through the scriptures and how it pulled out a revelation of Christ, everything clicked. Everything clicked because it is all focused on Christ. And that's it. That's the five senses that God is pleased with. That's the five senses that he made.
Yeah, because the five senses that we are taught to use in this world, listen, there's no way around it. In this world, it is important to have your physical five senses working for many reasons, man, many. We can sit here all day. But regarding God, I'm telling you right now, when people say, well, I can feel the spirit, listen, can you smell it? Can you taste it? Right? Can you feel it? Can you hear it? Can you see it? You know, it's funny. Out of all the senses, a Christian can only claim they can feel the Spirit. Isn't that weird? You understand what I'm trying to say? The Bible shows that all five spiritual senses that when regarding Christ, they're all tangible. Christ in the Spirit, he can be felt, smelt, he can be seen, heard. You can even feel him. But in the flesh, you can't do any of them. But Christian goes, well, but I can feel it. No, my friend. Absolute. Listen to what you're saying. Your physical body is feeling something. Your physical body. But now, see, again, the five senses that our physical body has, none of them can sense God. None. Our physical five senses can't. And then you'll have people say, well, sometimes they can, and sometimes I'm not talking about some miracle happening. And, you get a whiff of frankincense and myrrh. And you're like, wow, that smells like frankincense and myrrh. Fine. Okay, you got a personal experience, whatever. The point I'm making is 100% of Christians aren't walking around physically seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling. You understand? These things are not happening that way because that's not how it works. Doesn't happen that way. And Jennifer, that was where'd Jennifer go? Oh, well, Jennifer, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention and I filled all the boxes up. So that's on me. But thanks for a reminder though, seriously. But it's so funny, Christians, a whole bunch of them, you'll never hear, you won't. It's very rare accounts, the seeing, hearing, tasting. I don't hear anybody say they smell and taste. Oh, but they can see him physically in this world. They see him, they hear him, they feel him and all these things, but they don't use all the five senses. So it's kind of like God is allowing you to use a few of your physical senses, but not all of them. In the Bible, there is a taste and smell regarding Jesus. There is. There's a taste and there's a smell. And people don't know that. So they think they can just say whatever they want, right? This whole trickery. Oh, I saw him. I heard him. And I said, really, where? Well, there I was in the middle of nowhere and I saw him. Listen, personal experiences are one thing, okay? But when you really start getting in tune with the word, you know there's only one place to have an encounter with him, and it's in the secret place. It's the only place to have this encounter. That song, and these songs will come out within the next month.
Then you got the people that say they're traveling to the heavenly realms 1,000 times a month.
Yeah, you can trick anybody. You can make anybody believe whatever you want because we know that this place is real. This place is real, but it's your five senses do not comprehend these things. That's why Paul said, I know not whether I was in, how does he say it? Whether I was in the spirit or not. How does he say it?
Whether I was in my body or out of my body.
Or out of my body. He's like, I really can't tell. First of all, that's him being honest. He's not comprehending how this thing happened. But I can tell you this, if I was sitting with Paul the Apostle and talking to him, after just, if I keep asking him questions, it doesn't mean that I would be able to figure out, but I would have a better idea on what he meant by, I can't really tell whether out of my body or in it, meaning it was so real, it felt like I was in my natural body. That's how real it was. It felt like, that's really the point he's making. It was so real, which means it was real. It was 100% real to the point he couldn't tell, though, whether he was in his physical body or not. He couldn't tell. And the fact that he is honest and says, I just really can't tell. But today when you talk to someone, no, I was in my regular body. No, I saw him with this body. That's funny. Paul the Apostle wasn't sure how these things happen, but you're so sure it was your physical body. You're so sure. And I'm going to stay in agreements with Paul that when anything supernatural takes place, you cannot say whether it was your physical body or not. You really can't. But what I can say based on the word, that it's so funny that when these weird encounters happened in the Old Testament, with Paul and some of these other people, it's not very clear whether they're in their body or they're not. But again, what is clear is that spiritually there are five senses. That is clear. And all of us are alive, and your five senses are not comprehending those things like that in the Old Testament. That's what we can say. Yeah.
Well, he even played it off like it was somebody else. He's like, I know somebody 14 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, that's kind of the argument or debate that it really was someone that he knew, and it's like, yeah, it could have been, and it could have been him, because there's stuff that he's saying. It sounds like it could be him. Well, yeah, but he said he knew someone. So it could be it's not, to me, it ain't worth arguing about, but it doesn't matter because he makes it very clear. He's not sure if it was in the body or not. He's not sure. Why? Because it was that real.
It sounds like that old question. So I have this friend who has this issue.
Yeah. Not me. Not me. So I have a friend of mine. I was hoping you can help my friend. Yeah, my friend. Right, your friend. Yeah. So anyhow, my friend, and then, yeah, of course, But again, it is a debate or an argument whether Paul was saying this himself or was it someone else, and it was just based on what he said. Someone I knew so many years ago, but really irrelevant. I don't care whether it was him or not. Obviously, the story was true enough for him to put it in the Bible, regardless if it was him or someone else. This did happen to someone. And I don't care if it's him or not, but when he says, I can't tell whether if it was in the body or not on what they're saying or what I saw, I can't tell. Fair, 100% fair. Okay, but what I don't like is when someone claims that these things that they were doing happened in their physical body. It was all physical. Okay, based on the Bible, there are senses regarding Jesus that this body cannot comprehend. We can't. He's not tangible in that way, but in our spirit, he's 100% tangible. That is a fact.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most of the people saying that today do not have the revelation of the spirit, soul, and body.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. Because when you hear somebody saying their encounters and you start asking them about the Bible, they don't know nothing about the Bible, but yet they're having these encounters. No, bro, absolutely not. Paul the Apostle didn't have any of his encounters like just freaking freewheeling it. Bro, he knew the word 100%. And when he met Christ, it brought everything together. And so because of his understanding, God was able to use him. So now what we're saying is that you don't have to have any of that understanding. God just puts the matrix cord behind your neck, right? You're like freaking Avatar all of a sudden. Absolutely not. It's a complete lie.
Yeah.
There's a lie.
A lot of times it's a crutch for your lack of understanding, because if I can show you how special and how many encounters I'm having, then I'm more special than you.
It makes no sense. It makes no
because
sense.
I'm jealous. You know more than I do, but this is what I'm going to do to lift myself up.
Yeah, I had encounters. No, bro, stop.
Yeah.
Your encounters can't make disciples. What is your encounters doing? Oh, well, it's proven that the word does that already. The word does that. The word does that, man. It's crazy. Now there's another method in the sense of how we make disciples. It's by you being lazy, not reading the word, and then God will come and choose you for whatever freaking reason, and then you'll have encounters. Get the heck out of here, bro. That's not how the Lord works. That is not how it works. Absolutely not. He said, go make disciples. That's what he told the disciples. He didn't say, sit idle, do nothing, become stagnant. You don't have to be living waters. Just sit there and trust in me, and I will show you the way. Bro, that's crap. That's not what he said. He said, make disciples. And these people that are like, well, I don't have to make disciples like that because he came to me and he said this and he did that. So out of everybody, you don't have to make, well, I make them different. I show them my encounters. Oh, my God. That's laziness. God does not accept laziness. That's a complete lie. So you get to be lazy. God comes, makes all these encounters, and then you're, he said it is finished on the cross. So I don't have to read the Bible. Nah, that's deception, my friend. You've been deceived as heck. You're inhaling them good shrooms is what you're doing. They're really hurting you. They're not good. They're bad. But you got, according to how the world is, right? The worse it is, the better. So you've inhaling them good shrooms. That good liquid substance, or because of the fall, you got some wires disconnected and reconnected in a weird way, and you having some flashy lights, like that movie with John Travolta in it. What's it called? Before you know it, they're gonna make things move around with their mind. Some telekinesis crap. Ain't got nothing to do with God. You can get mad at me all you want, but I don't care. And there's people that listen to these people with these encounters and all this, and I don't see the disciples doing any of that. And like, well, Paul said, bro, the disciples went out and made disciples. You go look at 99.9% of what Paul did. It wasn't based on encounters. It was the miraculous things that were happening, and it was them building churches, making disciples, bro, teaching. Paul said to them, guys, y'all should be teachers by now. Now, how in the heck are you going to be teachers by now? So if Paul's not there, tell me, what would they have to do to be teachers? If Paul's not there, what would they have to be doing to be teachers when he got back? Anybody?
They have to study the scripture.
They're going to have to study, bro. This ain't no wait around for God to give you an encounter. That's not, bro. It's not what he said. He said, God, what the heck? I was hoping I came over to be able to feed you meat, like something further along, but y'all still babies. Ain't got nothing to do with encounters, man. Whether they happen or not, it's irrelevant with you making disciples. It has nothing to do with it. Phenomenon. That's what that movie's called. With John Travolta. Yeah, as long as you have breath in your body, speak of goodness of Christ. Right, bro. Don't say wait around and be stagnant and lazy, and then you'll get an encounter. Come on, man. Stop, bro. God's not in the encounters. That's not, come on. Stop, dude. That's not where it's at. It's in the word. Again, if you have a personal experience, that's all it is between you and God. You don't take your personal experience and say, I'm going to write a book on how I went to heaven 14 times last night. Bro, stop it, bro. You gonna make disciples? I am making disciples. That's how I do it. Listen. No disrespect. But you either on them good shrooms or you playing around with the Ouija board. One or the other. Because this whole thing, God taking you to heaven, absolutely not. I don't care what they say. Anybody can read the Bible and say, yeah, I went up there and I saw this beast. It had 7 horns. Bro, all you got to do is repeat what the Bible says and say, I went to heaven and I saw this. And, I never read the Bible. And they read the Bible every night, just figuring out how to lie about encounters. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with that crap, dude. Bunch of junk.
Hey, have you heard anyone? I saw a video today, and this dude was talking about how Elijah and Moses, they both had their specific encounters with God, but how they appeared on the Mount of Transfiguration with Jesus. The person was saying that the God who is outside of time, space, and matter was basically when Jesus was on the mount and Moses and Elijah appeared, that was still their individual encounter taking place at the same time. Like as if it didn't happen in times past with them. Like they didn't have their own encounters in that time and then they showed up again. They're like trying to link it all together.
Link what all together exactly?
Like when Elijah and Moses appeared on the Mount of Transfiguration with Jesus, they were basically saying, when Elijah appeared, he was at the same time having his encounter that you see in the Old Testament. And when Moses appeared, he was at the same time having his encounter that you see him have in the Old Testament.
Okay,
I've asked a similar question to this before.
Yeah, are you saying like when Moses was talking to the burning bush, that encounter?
No, I think when he was talking about when Moses went up on the mountain.
Okay,
Elijah went up on the mountain. Moses went up on the mountain, and then they appeared on the mountain.
Okay, so when Elijah went up on the mountain, did he speak?
Did Elijah speak?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where? Show me. And when Moses went up on the mountain, did he speak?
My question was more not necessarily that it didn't happen in their own times, but could they be like in the same sense, like outside of time?
Well, let me answer what Jordan is saying, and from there, let me know where you're going with yours. So I need someone to find me when Moses was on the mountain, right? The 10 Commandments. Did Moses speak while he was on the mountain? And if so, or if not, pull it up.
I'm pulling up the one from Elijah in 1 Kings 19.
Yeah, somebody pull up Moses and God, and I want to know if Moses spoke while he was up there with God. That's all I want to know. If so, prove it. Alex said Moses would have mentioned they seen another prophet. Yeah, they don't mean like that. I don't think they mean, Alex, that they're both there. I'm saying the encounters are happening at the same time, not with all of them being together. No, Elijah and Moses. So Jordan is looking up when he was on the mountain. When Elijah was on the mountain, he's looking that up. And I'm saying someone look up when Moses was on the mountain.
I'm looking for Moses.
It looks like Elijah spoke to God when he was brought to the cave, the mouth of the cave.
Okay, so the question was, did Elijah speak when he was on the mountain? What's the answer? Yes? He spoke. All right,
that's
so
the cave, yeah.
All right, so where's
So first is 1 Kings 19.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Moses. Where's Moses?
Moses.
Yeah, where's Moses? What did
Is
Moses?
someone getting it, or do I look
know.
for it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Exodus 19 towards the end.
Alex, what are you saying? I get it, but he would have heard Elijah speak. You're going to have to come up, Alex. Because now, Alex, for some reason, Alex, you're thinking that these people are claiming that they're all together on the mountain or what? You know, I don't know what these people are claiming. So if they're claiming it was all happening at the same time and they, you know, but they can also be saying it was all happening at the same time during their individual encounter. So if it was all happening at the same time during their individual encounter, they're not going to hear everybody else. I just don't know what these people are actually talking about. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm not seeing. So Exodus 19:23, it says, "And Moses said unto the Lord, the people cannot come up to the Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mountain and sanctify it." This
okay.
is
I just need to answer. I just need an answer to my question.
I'd say yeah.
You're
Moses
saying yes. And what did you? And where are you at exactly?
Exodus 19:23. It's after the conversation though. Like it's towards the very end.
Yeah.
Like
The question is, this is the question. The question is not at the beginning, in the middle, at the end. The question is, when Moses is on the mountain, did he speak to God? That's the question. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. And you're claiming it's where?
Exodus 19 verse 23.
And what did he and what did he say? So read 18 and 19.
Exodus 19 chapter 19 verse 23. 22 says, "And let the priests also which come near the Lord sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them." And then 23, "And Moses said unto the Lord, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify it."
Yeah. So where does it tell us where does it tell us that Moses spoke to God face to face? Let me see.
To the people.
What are we looking up?
Where the Bible says that Moses spoke to God face to face. I know it's in Exodus.
Book of Numbers.
It's Exodus 33:11.
It says it in Numbers too. It says when during the rebellion, when Aaron and his sister Miriam, he says he's special. I speak to him differently. I speak to him face to face, unlike all other prophets.
Yeah, but that's during the tent, right? At the tent meeting?
During the tent.
Yeah. Does it say Moses spoke face to face anywhere in the Bible on Mount Sinai, or is that just a tent?
No, not on Sinai. Not on Sinai. It's in the tent.
Yeah, the tent. Okay, so
yes, the tent.
All right, so Exodus. Let me see. All right, so Exodus 19, Moses speaks on the mountain. Who's he talking to?
It says, "And Moses said unto the Lord." So
all right, all right, what does Moses say to the Lord?
The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai.
All right, so Moses spoke to God while he was on the mountain, right?
Yeah.
All right, and Jordan, where's the other one at? Jordan's not even up here anymore.
First Kings 19 with Elijah.
Read it.
Let me flip back to it. Okay, 19. I'll start at 13. "And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, What doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts."
All right, right there. All right, so now prove that Elisha is on a mountain. right there.
Because in verse 13, it says he went out and stood in the entering of the cave.
Right, but a cave can be on the ground. Where's it saying it's a mountain?
Yeah, verse 9 says it's a cave.
I'm not asking.
He went thither unto a cave.
I'm not asking if it's a cave. I'm asking if he's on a mountain.
Right.
Right. If it's on a mountain, it should be right there in First King. You're in First Kings, right?
Yeah, it says it. It says it in First Kings. It says after fleeing Queen. Well, we know that after he left Jezebel, and he was fleeing from Jezebel, that's when he went to Mount Horeb.
All right,
or Sinai.
Read it.
It's in First Kings 19:9 through 18. You gotta somebody pull it up.
Right. So
yeah,
after,
but 9 it still says, and he came thither unto a cave. Maybe cave translates to mountain.
No, bro, you can have a cave on top of a mountain, bro. A cave is just a big cavity. It's just a big hole. So go to listen. He just kills.
It's in the. Hold on, let me just say it. It's in 11, bro. It says, then he said, "Go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord."
Right there.
On the mount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, but after, remember, he flees because she says that she's going to unalive him. So he flees, and there should be more than one actually that's saying he's going to a mountain, and he goes to it, and while he's there, he finds a cave, which is a hole. So he's on a mountain. There's a hole. He goes in there. He comes out. All right, so he's on a mountain, and he speaks to God. He speaks. Right? Or is he silent the whole time?
Yeah.
All right, so Moses on a mountain, he speaks. But on this mountain, they were speaking? When Jesus on the Mount of Transfiguration, did Elijah and Moses speak?
No.
Who was speaking?
The Father in heaven.
The voice from heaven.
Yeah, and who did he say? Out of these three on the mountain, this is the one that's going to be speaking. Who's the one that's going to be speaking this day?
Jesus.
How do we know that he's the one that's going to be speaking?
Because he says, hear him.
Yeah. So what is this idea that, well, you know, they could have been all been happening at the same time? No, Moses and Elijah shut their mouth, bro. Period. It's not the same encounter. Absolutely not. I argued this with the idiot for weeks. It's like, bro, no.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Absolutely not. This is the new thing right here, sir. Nope. Absolutely not. They shut their mouth.
It's the new flavor of the month.
Trust me. Yeah. And
Scaled knows everything. Well, let me find something.
That's right. I'm going to find something. I'm going to find something. There's got to be something else. Nah. You don't know how to look right. You don't know how to look right. It all adds up, bro. It all adds up right. It all adds up right, man. You just can't go around. They literally, that's why you have that dude that came in here that one day. He's like, man, you just kind of adding stuff as you go. It's like, oh, let me see. You add stuff as you go. Let's see how well they add up together. Go ahead. Add stuff up as you go. No, bro. You can't.
We just did mathematics.
Yeah.
Spiritual mathematics.
Nobody can fake this. You can't fake this, man. It'll real easily. It'll just start getting watered down very quickly. It adds up. It adds up. All on your, there ain't nothing you got to do. It's there. Can somebody, thank you. The heck's going on?
Done.
There? My God. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Anyway, we got on that.
I knew the words before they came out of your mouth, Trot.
What was that? What was that?
Can somebody?
I knew what you wanted done.
I bet. What in the world? Oh my God, they're still here.
Not anymore.
Hey,
Not anymore.
Raw son. Need to calm down in the chat. Bunch of craziness. Yeah, for real. I need to hurry up and get that stuff on mine, man. The fact that Trump supporters are saying Trump supporters? What the heck are y'all talking about? We're talking about God. What are y'all talking about?
I support God's trumpet in the Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they're talking about God's trumpet supporters.
I think they are.
Are you talking about God's trumpet supporters, like the trumpet, the sound of God? Timothy, is that what you're talking about? Lone Wolf. What? Lone Wolf McCade. What the? You okay, boy? I don't know what that means. Yeah, okay. So let's see. Today. All right, I guess I'm trying to figure out how
I think you were talking about the five senses, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just started digressing into, I'm not sure what this is. I'm definitely going to check it out.
Jordan, you ruined the live. Congratulations. Thank you.
No, I don't know what.
Oh, the first thing we did is make Christian crash out. So
yeah, within 15
crash
seconds.
out Christian.
Yeah, crash out Christian. Yeah. He's like, bro, what's this movie even talking? I mean, this song even talking about? Like, I didn't say that. It's talking about the ending of it. Yeah, but anyway, that song, if you got to go listen to it at least 2 or 3 times, just like any movie, man, okay? There's movies where you watch it 2 or 3 times, you're like, oh, wait a minute, how come I never recognized that in the movie? But yet it was there the whole time. Same thing with music, okay? Sometimes music even has layers and things that are there for very specific reasons. And so at the very beginning of Where Are You, it's God looking for Adam, okay? But because God is looking for Adam, Eve is too. You understand that? Who is Eve's head? Is God her head or Adam?
Adam.
Adam is. It's a fact. But people keep missing that because they're like, no, God, you know, everybody has a direct thing to God. I'm not saying that there's not a direct thing to God. What I am saying is the one thing you cannot do is take away headship. You can't do that. No matter how much you try, it will never happen. If that's how it was in the beginning, that's how it's going to be again. It's going to be like that again in a way that you may not comprehend, but we're going back to that. We're going back to those truths, to those facts, okay? But when God was looking for Adam, okay, Eve was too, bro. The Bible doesn't have to tell you that. It doesn't have to say, and God was searching for Adam. And, you know, and they're like, what do you mean? He was with her hiding. Oh, my God, bro. No, duh. They're one. They're one. They're both hiding, okay? But God is looking for his chain of command. This chain of command's Adam. It's not Eve. He's looking for Adam, but they're both Adam. They're both one, but it still doesn't take away headship. It doesn't take it away. This is the problem people have with the entire Bible. With the entire Bible, man. You're all over the place. And like, well, how can they both be one and separate? This is why you have oneness and Trinitarians still arguing about this stupid thing. Oh, my God. I can't wait for that to be shut down that day. And that great day, this argument will be shut down. They're both going to look stupid. Just sitting there hating each other because you don't even understand the other person's point of view or side or, Lord have mercy, dude. It's like arguing with God. Why did you only give us 5 fingers? You know, if I had a 6th one right here, I could grasp things better. Oh, my God, bro. Take your 5 fingers, okay? You should understand why you have 5, the yod. You should understand why. Lord have mercy. How do you not understand why there's 5 phalanges on that bad boy? Come on, man. Jeez. Like basic kindergarten stuff here.
Eve was looking for her head, just how the receivers were looking for Josh Allen at the end of that game when he wet the bed and threw a bad pass.
Oh, hey, I didn't get to see that video, man. What happened? What happened?
He wet the bed. He had a wide open receiver and he wet the bed. He threw a bad pass to win the game. He lost the game for them.
So he could have won it.
He wet the bed.
That's not cool. Well, did mommy get mad that he wet the bed, or is it okay, or what?
Man, when he wet the bed, I was like...
Yeah, oh, man. Somebody called me and they're like, hey, bro, did you watch the last Cowboy game? And I'm like, no. I was like, bro,
For what?
That's what we watch the Cowboys for. They ain't going to the playoffs. What am I going to watch it for? Like, oh, man, it was a good game. I'm like, it was a good game.
Hey, that 49ers game was good last night, though.
Which one?
Them boys
Which one?
going at it.
Which one?
49ers Bears.
Oh, who won?
Hey, Brock Purdy's cold.
Who won?
Bro, them boys is going at it. Was like
It was 42 to 38.
What was it? 38 34?
42-38, just back and
42-38. Yeah.
So, okay. So who outplayed who? I'm not asking who won. Who outplayed who though? Seriously.
It was pretty even, brother, to be honest with you.
Really? Wow, that was a good game.
Yeah.
It was Brock Purdy was cold with it though.
Was he?
Yeah.
Purdy was Purdy.
Purdy
I was talking to Bate. I was talking to Bate yesterday. These playoffs, bro, I don't know who's gonna win. Like, I really, at this point, I don't even know, bro. Like, any given team can win at this point, bro, in my opinion.
So there's
the way that the Ravens ran through Green Bay, like diarrhea. I'm like, yo, them boys, they coming together right at the right time.
Bro, they put that.
Like,
listen,
I don't know.
They showed up with that cheese graters on their head already, bro. Before the game
I ain't gonna lie, they did, bro. Derrick Henry said, "I'm slicing."
Yeah, we knew what he was doing, and they couldn't stop it. They still couldn't stop it.
Derrick Henry was like, "I love cheese curds."
Yeah. Once you
like,
once you know,
fill my plate.
Yeah, listen. Once you know, when all the fans know what play they're gonna run, and you can't stop it, it's just because you can't stop it, bro. And that's it. That's game. That is game, dude. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's game, bro. And we see that happen a lot. You'll see just either the same running back or it'll be like the same receiver doing the same thing. Bro, that means your receiver just can't eat and you know it's coming. Oof. That's like
and
wow.
The Ravens,
even the Packers safety at the end of the game, he's like, we knew what they were doing, we just couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
it's like we couldn't bleepity bleep stop it.
I'm telling you, the Ravens. That's why the Ravens have just had a couple of bad breaks throughout the season. Like Lamar got hurt for a little bit, and then this boy Derrick Henry had stupid dumb fumbles that cost games. Like, I don't even understand like weird stuff. But if outside of that, when they're firing on all cylinders, that's a scary team, bro. That's a scary team when they're firing on all cylinders.
Look what Big Net said. If the Pack didn't tie, he said the Vikings would still be in. Wait a minute. So it's because of the Cowboys? Hold on a second. It's because of the Cow. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. So y'all, hold on. Time out. Let me finish. Let me finish. So the Vikings kicked the Cowboys out, but because of the tie, so that means the Cowboys kicked the Vikings out. Oh, how sweet it is. Oh, how sweet it is. Wait a minute. So we kicked y'all out before y'all kicked us out. Oh, how sweet it is. We kicked y'all out.
Hey,
first.
You know what the Vikings need to do? They need to go after Malik Willis. I don't care what anyone says. He's the truth.
Yeah.
I love how you guys are sleeping on Drake May throwing for 5 touchdowns yesterday.
Who's sleeping on Drake May?
Against who? Against who, Christian?
Against the Jets.
Against the Jets. You know what? Hey, hey, I'll tell you what.
He threw a total of
the Jets.
The Jets. 5 touchdowns.
The Jets.
I'll tell you what. Jets. I tell you what. D Scale's going to start a football team. We're going to make them go to the NFL. And then when that happens again and we say, who did they beat? And he's like, oh, well, beat the D-Scale team. And I'm like, yeah, bro. They sure did. They beat us. Wow, they did. So. I'll tell you what. If you take the best high school football team. What?
What are you talking about?
What?
Sorry, my kid.
What?
Bro, just mute CJ. Nobody understands nothing he's saying.
Was he talking to us?
I don't know, bro.
He's playing his wit and melodies right now.
Yeah, he's playing a sweet melody. What'd you say, Big Net? No, we need Dak. No, ain't none of y'all losers getting Dak right now. We need him for like 3 to 5 more years, and we need to bring Shador. Say, look, Shador, okay? Back-to-back interceptions. Like, bro, come on. Look, come to Dallas. Beg and tell Dallas, please, and just let Dak kind of show you some of the ropes with your dad there, all right? And then once you level up, then you can be Dallas quarterback. Of course, Deion Sanders not gonna like that because I can tell you right now he doesn't want his boy playing for Dallas. I don't believe it. I don't believe he does, bro. I'll be completely honest. All right. So what we're gonna talk about.
And he can go to Houston, the other Texan team.
No, they got a good quarterback over there. CJ
Yeah, I know they do.
Than-
Stroud's good.
Yeah, the
He's better
actual
than,
Texas team.
He's a real Shroud of Turin. CJ Stroud.
He's a real Stroud.
hey, that Texans team is scary, bro. Their defense is
Yeah,
scary.
the defense.
Yeah, they do got a bad defense. How many losses they got right now?
I think 4. I think they're like 11 and 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, ain't bad. Who they playing? They
I'm saying it's a lot of teams 11 and something, bro. Like you got like the real bad teams like the Cowboys, and then everybody else is like 11 and 4.
What's the Cowboys right now?
12 and 13.
We got
stuff
7
like
or 8.
that.
We got 7 or 8.
I don't know. Well, I know a lot. You got a lot of losses. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, we might end up having 10 or 11 wins when it's all said and done. I mean, just saying. 10. If you got at least 10, you didn't do too bad. If you got at least 10, you didn't do too bad. I don't think you did great, but you didn't do too bad. If we get 10, we didn't do horrible. We just didn't make it to playoffs. All right, so we're gonna jump into
7 and 8, bro.
7 and 8, 7 and 8, or it's 8 and 7, bro.
7 wins, 8 losses.
Ooh, we gotta win the next 2. That only be 9. Oh,
what next 2?
They don't got 2 more games or 1 more?
I think it's just 1 more.
Just one more try.
God, bro. Yeah, they didn't get 10. Oof, that's bad.
Yeah, because of the tie. Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to play the Giants and watch y'all lose to the Giants the last game of the season. That'll be hilarious.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Well, I don't know, man. That's a 50-50. If we play our starters, if we play our starters, bro, we'll crush Johns. But if they start throwing all the second, third string in there, yeah, I don't know who's going to win that game. It'd be like
y'all barely beat the Commanders.
Still beat them. Still beat them.
A broken leg.
Yeah, you beat a third-string quarterback.
Barely, but
yeah, we beat them.
Look, I called it too. They took an L to the Chargers, an L to the Vikings, and an L to the Lions.
It's funny. You're saying I called it. Who didn't call that?
I called it.
Who didn't?
I called it.
Who didn't call it?
You.
Exactly. I'm a Cowboy fan, though.
Unknown caller.
Good either.
Yeah, but I'm a Cowboy fan.
Matter of fact, nobody on this panel called that except me for the Lions.
I don't care.
I was the only one that called it.
I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm always going for the Cowboys. This should not be surprising. What I'm telling you is everybody and their mother that is not a Cowboy fan called what you called. So it's not like you called some
That's
random.
Not true.
Yeah, it is true.
That's not true.
That's true, sir. My mom doesn't watch football.
You're a liar. Your mom loves the Cowboys. You're lying out of your mouth.
Your mom loves the Cowboys. Go.
Your mother's a Cowboy fan. Quit lying.
What the heck is I love palm trees?
That's the line. That's the line.
I'd rather you call her a Muslim.
Yeah.
Just take salvation away from her.
Who is that? Who's I love palm trees? That's got to be Jennifer. It's Jennifer. Yeah, I knew it. You know how I knew it? Somebody tell me if y'all know.
Ah, there it is.
How did y'all know?
She's got the waves.
Yep.
She's got the waves.
Yep.
Just the way she wrote it.
Yep, exactly. See,
we know
how
you, Jennifer.
We know you, just like we know John, how he writes, how Christ authored the whole thing. Yeah, we know. We know. Jesus gave us a beautiful church. He sure did. That church is spread out everywhere. Everywhere. All right, we're going to hop into, let's see. We're going to hop into.
She thought she was being slick.
She thought she was. We're going to hop
Everyone
into.
has more trees than their name is Jay White.
Hey, I don't know why. It's so funny. Hey, Jay White had one tree, I think, and then these people, you got that tree. Jay White came, Bubba. She had like 9 freaking palm trees on there.
Real quick, the game to watch this coming week.
Yeah.
The game to watch. Yeah. The game to watch is Steelers Ravens. That's going to be the game to watch.
That's going to be a good game.
Rodgers.
Yep. Whoever wins that wins the division, bro.
Steeler. Yeah, I might watch that one. I don't know.
That's
I'm waiting for the playoffs.
Game.
I'm waiting for the playoffs, honestly. I can't wait. I want to know who's going to be facing who. Oh, I can't wait, bro.
The Browns made my dreams come true by beating the Steelers this weekend. Oh,
hey, what was the score? What was the score?
10-6, something whack.
Golly, bro.
Trash.
Hey, the Browns versus the Steelers, bro. Bro, what the heck? Yeah, but Shador threw 2 interceptions, right? Or no? Am I tripping?
No, I think he did pretty good in that game.
Did he?
They were just more concerned about stopping Myles Garrett from getting the sack record than they were about winning the game, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's messed up. That's messed up,
That's
bro.
hilarious.
Dude, we got to stop this record. Who cares who
Let's
wins?
miss the
No.
playoffs. We got to miss the playoffs to stop the sack record.
Yeah, I still remember when Brett Favre gave the sack record to Strahan.
Bro,
Like he wasn't getting through at all that whole game, and then Favre's like let him through.
Bro, that's messed up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And that somebody said a player charged up Brett Favre somewhere.
Yeah, the dude who had the record.
Yeah,
he like took it personal.
Yeah, how many? Okay, listen. If that guy had to get that record that game or what? I don't remember all the.
Yeah, Strahan. That was the last game of the season, and Strahan had to get it that game. And
How many yards? How many yards did he need? Like 3 or something, or 4? Like
how many yards? You mean how many
Yards,
sacks?
you mean sacks?
I'm sorry, sacks. Yeah, how many? He just needed one more
He
sack.
just needed one.
So
and
he was
couldn't
tied.
get one sack
So he was
all
tied.
game.
So he was tied with the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just needed one sack. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that. That was back in the day, though. But I remember. It's been a long time, but I remember.
And somehow now he's hosting television, Good Morning America or something.
Who is?
Michael Strahan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Still
basically,
got to fix that gap. That thing's as far as the east is from the west. I don't care what anyone says.
that's
the divide
goal.
that you can't cross.
That's that goal.
You can't come here. We can't come there.
That's that goalpost. He got that goalpost. All right, look, we're gonna hop in. Hey, look, CJ asked about John 17, so you might as well just go there. Because that's what
DJ's like, I'm getting this done today.
Yeah. Hey, has anybody? Let me know in the chat if y'all went to SoundCloud to listen to any descaled music if you're in here, because we're getting a lot of listeners like every day. There's a lot, like over.
I
100.
did just today.
Yeah, so we've picked up a couple of hundred almost the past few days, a couple of hundred different listeners. So it's almost at 400, but I don't, for some reason, the past few days, it just bumped up. Or maybe, I don't know, CJ, do you think maybe, is he up here? Yeah. Do you think maybe like it doesn't show, like, do you think like maybe every 3 or 4 days is when those numbers change? Maybe it's not every day, bro, that we think or something. I don't know.
Unknown.
Actually on demand, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it? I don't know. It just seems weird. It just seems like overnight it looks like we got an extra 100 listeners, and I'm like, what? Overnight? I don't know, man. It's okay. It's even Alex says it updates daily. I guess it just looked like freaking overnight we got 100 lists. That thing was, because it literally shows you like different listeners. You know what I mean? Because you got how many times the song was heard, but you can have someone that plays it 3-4 times a day. You know what I mean? But it shows you listeners, and we're almost at 400. And I was 100. I was good with 100. I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, I think if everyone had an opportunity to hear it, though, there'd be a lot of people liking that song. But when you got someone that nobody knows, I mean, not everybody's gonna
400 different listeners.
No, like all together, it's almost at 400 listeners, and since
360.
It's at 360 right now. So talking about different listeners, and it's talking about we're talking about streaming. So Jordan, listen, the song has been viewed on TikTok and YouTube or something like, we're talking 30,000, but those are different viewers. That's not the same thing as streaming. So I don't want to make it complicated, but there's only.
You're saying like streaming as in listening to the whole song.
No, streaming as going to the the song networks to listen to it. Like listening to it on iTunes or SoundCloud, or Amazon. Bro, I did not know Amazon Music is huge. I didn't know it was that big. Spotify and Amazon, bro, the majority of the people that are listening to it are doing it on Amazon and Spotify. It's huge.
Bro, what? Who uses Amazon?
I don't
music?
know. I
I've
didn't even
never
know
heard that in
Amazon
my
had music.
life.
I didn't even know Amazon had music, man.
That
Okay, Alex is saying they're the same. That's what I thought. CJ, are you sure, bro, that Amazon and Spotify they can't? I don't think they are, Alex, because they're different colors, bro. I don't think they're the same, man.
They're different colors.
They're
It
different
splits them up
colors.
based on the platform. It splits them up based on the platform it's coming from.
Yeah.
And so that's why the analytics are 2 days behind, like
Yeah.
what we like. Today's the 29th, so the analytics are 2 days behind that, and so I can only get to the 27th of December right now as far as what we have analytically. Listeners, we got 360. Streaming total streams, which is a listener that has streamed the song more than 30 seconds. And this can be the same listener listening to it more than once or a different listener. That's why they're two separate streamers aren't listeners.
Yeah,
listeners, there's 360 different listeners, and then they have streamed it 1,850 times.
Yeah.
In the past month. About.
Yeah, but that is separate from TikTok, right? So if someone goes to TikTok, because some of the songs are on TikTok, like if someone goes to TikTok and just listens to it from there, it's considered a view. It's not considered a stream. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people, instead of going to stream it, they're viewing it. So a lot of the people that are listening to some of the songs, they're doing it on TikTok. I don't think listening under 30 seconds counts. That's what Alex says.
No, not for a stream. Not for a stream.
Yeah, no, not for a stream, but for a view. Yeah.
On TikTok, for a view, it can be under 30 seconds. They just have to be on it. I think it's 5 seconds for TikTok. For a view.
Yeah, for a view.
I'm looking at Amazon Music. It actually makes sense to use Amazon Music.
Really? Why?
Because we already have Prime. If you have Prime, Amazon Music is included. So
I don't know.
Like I pay for Apple and Amazon. Like why would I pay for both? I could just get rid of Apple.
I know. I'm starting to figure it out slowly. I'm starting to figure it out very slowly. I don't know.
I have Spotify.
The thing about Amazon Prime,
I never
you need
use
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You need Amazon Prime. You can't get rid of Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And if Amazon Prime already includes music, well, heck, what do I need Apple for?
Exactly. I didn't even know that. So if Amazon Prime already includes the music, then why in the heck would I be paying for Apple?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't even make sense. But then you got like Apple TV, and then you got oh my Lord, like these people. Everybody wants to get $1. Everybody wants $1 off of you, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. Man.
Usury, they're all going to hell.
These usury demons.
Usury.
Yeah, Dre always talks. Dre's Jew, bro. He gonna Jew your butt down, Bubba. You ain't just gonna get $1 off him. He gonna Jew your butt down. That usury thing. That's Let's see. All right. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go to John.
Unknown call.
All right. So we're gonna go to John 17, and who's gonna read it? Let's get two people. There's 26. So somebody read 13 and somebody else read 13. Who's reading? I need two readers, man. Come on.
I can read.
All right.
I can start off.
All right. We need a second one. Who's reading 13 to 26? Somebody.
What was it again?
Oh, you're up here? Just let Jennifer start it off.
17.
Jennifer, read 1 to 13, and then Dre's gonna read 13 to 26. John 17.
Book and chapter.
John 17. John 17. You're reading John 17, 1 through 13.
Okay, so verse 1. Jesus spoke these things and lifted up his eyes to heaven. Wait, I'm in a different version.
It's all right.
My bad.
It's okay. John 17, King James, and then if people think I'm only King James, and I'm just saying this for anyone, I'm not only King James. I only try to read one version while we're up here. I don't have time to read all the versions. I just want to read one, and then from there we'll study it. So that's the thing. There's people, they don't study Greek or Hebrew. So it matters what version you read, so you can have at least the most superficial carnal understanding of it, but it's better than nothing. All right, go ahead.
Okay, it says, these words spake Jesus, and lifted up his eyes to heaven, and said, Father, the hour is come, glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee, as thou hast given him power over flesh, that he should give eternal life, as many as thou hast given him. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I come out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. Verse 9, I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine, and all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. Verse 11, and now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Holy Father, keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. And now come I to thee, and these things speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. That's 13.
I have given them thy word, and the world has hated them, because they are not of the world, as even I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. And thou hast sent me into the world, even so I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which believe on me through their word. It says, verse 21, that they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe, and thou hast sent me. And the glory which thou hast given me, I give to them, that they may be one, even as we are one. I in them, and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me, and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. Father, I will that they also, whom thou hast sent me, be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory which thou given me For thou loveth me before the foundation of the world. O righteous Father, the world hath not known thee, but have known thee, and these have known that thou hast sent me. And I have declared unto them thy name, and I will declare it, that the love wherein thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them.
All right, CJ.
A lot of them thous.
Yeah, a lot of these and thous. All right,
King
CJ.
James, boy.
That's right. That's right. Man up. All right, CJ. What's up? What about it?
All right, so I was wondering if this is like an expanded version, I guess you could say, of the Lord's Prayer.
Of the Lord's Prayer. All right, let's go look at the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
Let's go look at the Lord's Prayer.
All right.
And read it. Somebody give me the
Matthew
address.
6.
Huh?
Matthew 6.
All right.
Starting at 9.
Yeah. All right. So it's 9 to what? 15?
Yeah, 15.
All right. Go ahead and read it.
It says, After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
All right. So now,
13, my bad.
Do what?
Verse 13, word. My bad.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, 13. Yeah, all right. So what now? You're saying is John 17 what?
Is it like an expanded version?
No,
Like,
it's not. It's okay. So
like
all right. So look. So Jesus says. So he says because first of all, Jesus' prayer is going to come to pass. He's not just giving an example. He's showing them an example in a real prayer. This is a real prayer that he's making, right? So this whole thing where people have this idea like this is just an example of what you're supposed to do, meaning this is why you have Catholics always saying this prayer. No. He didn't give them that example and tell them this is what you pray. He's actually saying a prayer that came to pass, bro. It comes to pass. It happens. His prayer happens. So where he says, let's see. He says right here, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So it actually came to pass. So even when he's saying in John 17, right? If we go back, let me go back to John 17. So he says, Father, the hour, because it says right here, let me go to maybe 16:28 says, I came forth from the Father and am come into the world again. I leave the world and go to the Father. His disciples said unto him, Lo, now speakest thou plainly and speaketh no proverb. How many times have they got to say this to him, bro? This is how he speaks. When you understand him, this is how he speaks. And when you understand that this whole idea, can you please speak plainly for God's sakes? Bro, the whole Old Testament, he's not speaking plainly. He's using people's lives, their stories, so you can see him. So it says, speakest no proverb. Now, so basically, Jesus himself was a mystic. Jesus was a mystic, bro.
Unknown.
Anytime you have people that they jump on the bandwagon of these mystics, Jesus is the father of mysticism. If we want to play the game of mystics, what does a proverb mean? The word proverb?
Dark saying.
Dark saying. That's what it means. Mystic. That's what it means. He says, stop being a mystic. Come on, man. Come on. He says, now are we sure that thou knowest all things and needest not that any man should ask thee? By this we believe that thou camest forth from God. Jesus answered them, do ye now believe? Now? I don't know why. What do you think he's asking that? Why do you think he's asking that, man? Oh, you believe now? Bro, come on, bro.
How much longer?
Come on. Oh, y'all know, yeah. Oh, and that's why you're telling me to stop speaking in Proverbs. No. The answers are in the Proverbs, bro. He doesn't stop speaking the Proverbs. You may see him speak a little clear just to say it, but he doesn't ever stop. You think he's going to stop? No, he's never going to stop. He's going to be himself until we stop hearing what we want to hear and actually just hear him. I don't think people are missing it. He's not speaking in Proverbs because he's trying to. It's who he is. It's us that don't understand what he's saying. And he said, do you now believe? He said, behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In him you'll have peace. Not when your feelings tell you you have peace. That's not in him. Is his kingdom of this world?
Nope.
His kingdom is not of this world.
No.
So when your physical body says you have peace, you didn't get it from him. I don't know how many times I got to go over this. When you feel in your flesh, I have peace now, my friend. You need to be in a very scary place, because that peace is not of God. It is your flesh saying, I feel better. Oh, I feel better now. Nah, bro. No. Our peace is in him. While your flesh is not in peace, you can be at peace. Not because your feelings are like, I'm at peace now. No, bro. No. In the chaos, trust me, in the chaos, you're living as again, I'm going to say it this way, but you're not faking it. But I'm going to have to say it this way. I'm going to have to sound like a fool, okay? So like while there's something chaotic, and when I say, listen to the words I'm using, chaotic, okay? Your child just got unalived in a car. That's chaos. In the moment of the chaos, it's weird to people. You're living your life as though it doesn't matter. That's how people will view you, right? Like, I hate bringing this up, but like years ago, it's already been a couple years now, but like I was going through a real hard time. Dre knows it was hard, okay, because of the chaos. I'm talking about the chaotic thing was happening. But I came and I went live every day, and people would say, I don't know, I didn't see any difference, because my physical body is the part that is yelling no peace. There's no peace. And my soul was taking the advice of the spirit and was telling the flesh, shut up, I'm at peace. You're not going to take my peace from me. I don't know how else to explain it that way. But people will look like, bro, what's wrong, bro? Something must be wrong. No, nothing is wrong. You is what's wrong. You're wondering, like, this chaos is happening, you're acting like everything's fine. That's not healthy. Then you don't know what being healthy is. This is what I'm saying. You still don't know what healthy is. Healthy is, I recognize the chaos, like I can see it, but I don't allow the chaos to affect my soul. You understand? You can't allow it to affect it. So if you have someone in your family that becomes unalived, and the Bible says mourn with them, so you can mourn, but it cannot take away who you are. It cannot take away the truth that you are to make disciples. And the hardest time in your life, if you cannot still make disciples, then you've let it get to you. And I'm telling you right now, your family, if they were to come back and say, what are you doing laying in your bed? Or why are you not live? Well, because you passed. I'm telling you right now, if that could happen, they would tell you, no, go live. They would tell you. You understand what I'm saying? They would not say, thank you for 2 weeks crying and letting your life just go bye-bye. Thank you. Bro, they would not say that. They wouldn't. Understand, like my family knows I go live every day. If someone in my family was to pass and I was mourning, I understand if you don't go live for a couple of days. I'm not saying that. We all understand this. But after a couple, again, for some it's 3 days, for some it could be 4. Okay? But if you just stop, again, this is what I do. If I just stop what I'm doing because of this, then now you're allowing Satan to stop you from being fruitful. That's how you know. That's not right. Something's wrong there. If you're like, okay, I'm going to be fruitful. Why? Because everything's great in my life. I'm going to be fruitful. But as soon as something happens hard in my life, God understands. I can't be fruitful right now. Nah. Something's wrong. Something is wrong with how you view what peace is. Something's real messed up. So the hard time is there, and it's noted. Okay, all right. It's noted, and we move on. We plow forward. You understand? So if you have to take a day or two, and for some people that may be not as strong, they got to take a week, fine. I'm telling you though, there is a time where you know that you're no longer mourning. You know, and nobody can put that time on you, but I'm telling you, you'll know. And if you press into that, no, I want to mourn more, you're not mourning anymore. You're not. You're not mourning. I don't care what anybody says. And it is hard to tell someone when that line is for someone else. You got to be careful with that, right? You don't say, come on, it's already been 2 days, You got to be careful with that. It could be 3. It could be a week. And if someone goes, it could be a year, that right there, I'll 100% disagree. No, absolutely not. Month, I'm starting to get to a point, it's pretty hard to believe that. Right? A week, I can fully see it. 2 weeks, that's where I'm going to start disagreeing with you after 2 weeks, man. I really am. I'm going to start disagreeing. But is it possible it could be 3? It could be. Is it possible it could be a month, man? Maybe. Again, you're starting to get to a point. Me listening, you definitely ain't going to tell me, it took me a year. No, it didn't. You're in your flesh. Okay, if it took you a year, I don't care what it is. Your flesh got the best of you 9, 10, maybe 11 of those months. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is that passed. Everybody always wants to use David as an example. David prayed to the Lord. It's like, we're supposed to pray to him like that. Boy, why do they love to pray like David? Because David was in his flesh. Listen to what I'm telling you. They love, I'm going to dance like David. I'm going to pray like David. You're going to do it like David, huh? All of it's like David. But
they forget he wiped his tears.
Hold on. Don't hold on a second.
Yes, Sarge.
I'm saying the point I'm making that if you like to be in David's flesh like that, then I don't see nobody. They love to do that part, but they don't love to take David's advice when his own son passed. It's the point I'm making. They love to be in their flesh, but when it comes to him, as soon as his son died, what did it say? He took a shower, he put some new clothes on, he ate some food, and everybody's like, hey, what are you doing, bro? You okay? I don't hear anybody moving on like David. Well, they sure love to harp on stuff like David. Oh, Lord, please take down your spirit, Lord. They love to get in their flesh like David. But when it come to that right there, how come they don't do that like David? His own son, for God's sakes. Come on. Don't play games. There's his own kid that passes. And as soon as the kid passed, as soon as he knows it passed, he got up, took a shower, ate put some clothes on, and ate. And he said, I'll be with him again. The way he was able to move on from that, literally within, it might have been the same day, if not the next day, 1 or 2 days. It could have been the exact moment. By the way we read it, it could have been the same day. He heard about it. He the rest of the day, he might have just stayed in bed. Okay. He might have just mourned that night, but just the way we read it though, it was very quick. So I'll give him a day. Like, he heard about it. He could have went to his room, locked the door, you know what I mean? Went to sleep, mourned that whole night. And the next day, he could have took a shower, put clothes on, ate, and then moved on right then and there. It could have been 100%. I fully agree it was the next morning. Okay. Now, some people, I've heard people say, oh, it was immediately. And it could have, because he's been fasting. You know, some of these people didn't take a shower. They didn't take care of themselves at all for several days. Several. So could it have been that same hour? You know what I mean? Yes, it could have. But what I do is I give him to that next morning. After he heard it, I don't care if it was the morning of. I'm saying it could have been the next morning. I'll give him 24 hours. But the point I'm making, that's very quick. I don't care. I don't care if it's in the same hour, 24 hours, Bubba. Those are both fast to move on. Okay. But I don't hear anybody doing that, boy. Oh, they hate it. They hate when I bring this up, but they love to, oh, I dance like David. Oh, David, boy, they love to beg God like David, boy, but they sure don't move on like David. Hypocrites. You should be able to move on like David. Okay, if you're going to use David as an example, use all his examples. Don't be trying to pick and choose. Well, no, you got to leave me alone. I could be in my flesh, because David was in his flesh. Lord, please, Lord. But they love to beg like David, but they don't like to move on like David. Don't be a hypocrite, okay? If you're going to beg like them, move on like them. Don't just do one. But the point is, where Jesus says, right, in Matthew 6, 9 through 13, he does the Lord's Prayer. And then we get to John 17, and he starts talking about glorify me this hour, the way it says right here, Father, the hour has come, thy son, because I just got through reading John 16, basically 28 to 33, because the disciples are wanting to know, hey, can you just stop talking to us in parables and tell us clearly? And the end of that, which is in 33, says, these things I have spoken to you, that in me ye might have peace, that you might have peace in him. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. You're going to have tribulation, but the peace is found in him. It's not found in your feelings. You know why people talk about they call it their personal testimony. It's a freaking horror story. Oh, Freddy Krueger chased me. And then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They talk about that for hours, have no peace in Christ. They're just stuck in this freaking horror film. And I sit there and I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Who the heck don't have that horror story in their life, bro? Well, I know, but he saved me from it. There's no way he did. You still talk about the crap like you have your freaking like it's on repeat. You have that sucker on repeat, bro. How is that everything that comes out of your mouth? How does that I don't understand how this thing is on repeat. Where's the you being fruitful? Where's that at? Oh man, I've had some people really get mad at me. I ask them, where's that? Oh, well, I talk to God all the time. Jesus did not say, go talk about God all the time. That's not what he said. He said, be fruitful and multiply, make disciples. That's what he said. Where are the disciples you're supposed to make? Well, God uses everybody in different ways. What a way to justify not doing what God's telling you to do. The law, stop sinning is not what God is telling you to do. He's not telling you to stop sinning. He said, make disciples. You understand? They talk about this horror film in their life, right? About their sin. And they're like, look, God stopped me from sinning. What? Who taught you that's your testimony? Where'd you learn this? Well, what do you mean, though? I don't do the sin anymore. Yeah. Are you making disciples? Yeah, I am. Where are they? Well, I talk to God all the time. You know what's funny? I can't see. I don't understand this. Where are your disciples at? Where are they at? Well, no. You said 15 years ago, I got off the bugs. I got off the bugs 15 years ago. I got off the liquid that makes you inebriated. I got off 50 years ago. You should have a lot of disciples. Where are they at? Well, I talk to God everywhere I go. God uses where are your disciples at, for God's sakes. When I saw see Jesus, he's got disciples had disciples. Where are your disciples at? Where? Well, can I tell you my testimony? Bro, get the heck out of here. What the heck are you talking about? Can I tell you your testimony are your disciples? Don't you understand? Do you understand? Look, John the Baptist, the physical Jesus, I'm talking about the physical one. Okay? Peter, right? Thomas. I mean, Timothy. You can still say Thomas, but I was really thinking about Timothy. But I'm saying, how about the ones that we don't see as important, right? We're not the important. Who would that be? Apollos, Priscilla, Aquila. Guys, every one of these people had disciples. Where are your disciples at? If you're part of Descaled, okay, and I'm saying I don't care if you're doing stuff in the background, the disciples are plenty. There's plenty. The disciples are right here. Right? In your personal life, every one of us has our ministry, okay? And that is you talking about God wherever you go and all that, okay? But at the end of the day, the question is going to be, where are your disciples at? Where is this be fruitful and multiply? Where is it? Where is it at? You know what they do have? Oh, man, let me tell you my testimony. Right, here we go again. Right, another convert telling their testimony. No disciples, lots of testimony though, right? What is what? A lot of words, no power. What does the Bible say? Huh? Does it say just a bunch of words? That's not what it says. It says power, meaning people are coming alive. Your testimony is not bringing anyone alive. You may say, oh, but it inspires. Wow, your testimony inspired someone to ask you a question. Wow. How many people got inspired by your Oh, hundreds. Where are your hundreds of disciples? Well, other people are making them disciples. What a man, what an awesome way to justify how you have none. What's such an awesome way? People come to my lives every day, and I talk about the book of Revelation, the book of Daniel, and the book of, you know how many people do this? You know, every time I bring this up, people bring up Daniel, and they go, brother, were you making fun of Daniel? I don't even know Daniel. Why'd I be making fun of him for? Because he's on TikTok. Guys, the book of Daniel, the book of Revelation, the book of Ezekiel, for years, bro, decades, do you understand? Deca, centuries. I don't know how many words I got to use. People have been using these books to have, these books to have followers. I'm not talking about the dude Daniel on it. He's one of them, I guess, apparently. But guys, this has been happening for a long time. They use these books to have followers. I'm not talking about a specific person, for God's sakes. There's thousands of them. And a lot of people use these books because it's like, well, you can't really prove what I'm saying is right or wrong. And they just say whatever the heck they want. That's fine. But again, all words, now again, what they do is they take the words that are in the Bible, those words, and they use those words to get people to follow them around. This has been happening from the beginning of time for a very long, I'm talking about since the Bible's been written. It has been happening then. This has nothing to do with TikTok, for God's sakes, or YouTube, or whatever people are on platforms, and you happen to see them today. You know, you happen to see those people on there today and you turn what I'm saying relevant today. No, this has nothing to do with right now. For the longest, people have used these books to just say whatever, no disciples. And they say they have disciples. How do you have disciples? So basically, you're saying that you're making disciples by showing them what these three books are talking about. That's not making disciples. You're a liar. Not making disciples. You're a liar. You're lying out of your teeth. And I'm talking about all of them. I don't give a crap who they are. I don't care. You are a liar. That is not, God is not telling you go find your special fun books and use them to make disciples. That's a freaking lie. You may be teaching them things that you think might be happening, but that's not a disciple. Not even a little bit. that is you having a school and you're just teaching them what you think a certain book means, fine. But you ain't making disciples. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not what you're doing. Becoming fruitful and multiplying is not sitting around talking about people about end times. That's not you being fruitful and multiplying. Jesus did not talk about end times and Satan and sin more than everything else. That's a freaking lie. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He brought it up and talked about it based on, on the conversation. But when you watch him, what is he doing? Every time you see Jesus walking somewhere or coming back from somewhere, it wasn't because he was talking about end times and Satan. He was making disciples. He was becoming fruitful and multiplying. And these conversations were not the front of his forehead. Absolutely not. It was healing people. Anytime you see him walking somewhere or coming back, every time he just got back, he's either going to heal someone or he's coming back from healing someone, bro. And when he said greater thing you should do, it's the healing. But it's not focused on just the carnal healing. It's the spiritual healing. That's what this is. Opening the blind eyes from someone that only focused on the black letters on a white page so they can see Christ in there. Now they can see, Lord, open his eyes so he can see that there's more of y'all, more of us than there are of them. Samson, I pray that my eyes are open I want vengeance for my eyes that were taken from me. This type of sight is making disciples, open the blind eyes, open the deaf ears. That is way more important than this that's been happening for such a long time. The end times, the destruction of the world. That is not the most important part of the Bible. Those things are only talked about because the disciples would ask Jesus, hey, what about these things? How will we know? Guys, come on. You'll see the sign. Okay, all he's saying is these things are going to happen, but that's not the nucleus of why he came. He did not come here so we can all learn about the end times, bro. That's not why he came. Okay, but there's truth in the end times, but it still ain't making disciples. I don't give a crap what you say. It has nothing to do with discipleship. Discipleship is opening the blind eyes, opening the deaf ears, and now the dumb can speak. What are they speaking? They speak about what they see now. They speak about what they hear now. Pick up your bed and walk. What is that? I was lame, meaning I had no good news to give anyone, and now I have the good news. Listen, I was a spy that went into the land, and I want to show you what I brought back. That's what that song about David that I wrote, David's Secret Chord, that's what it's about. It's about how we all go into the land and we see it for ourselves and we bring it back and we tell people who ain't been there that you need to come. That's what it's about. That's what that whole thing's about. It's about the promised land, the good news. None of that has anything to do with freaking end times. None of it. Quit getting sucked into this ridiculous, everything's end times. Donald Trump's the Antichrist. Wake up, bro. And now they're starting to change their tune already. Well, he's a Antichrist. Get the heck out of here. No, duh. What the heck? That's crazy. No, duh. Listen, guys, anybody who is not saved is Antichrist. The Bible makes it very clear. If someone does not believe in the death, burial, resurrection of Christ, they are Antichrist. That is not something new. That is so old. No, duh. But boy, they sure did. Oh, he's the one. He's the one. Oh, man, boy, that song's starting to fall to dim ears now, boy. We're already in 2026. I can't wait 2026. When that ball drops, which it ain't going to drop in, apparently it ain't going to drop in New York, because now you got, they allowed too many woo-woos to go in there. Woo-woo. Too many woo-woo. Now they're scared to have their parties. Oh, man. The city that everybody's like, come to this great city. Oh, yeah, they all came all right. They all came all right. Now they can't trust each other in that mug. God, dog. The whole world gonna get like that. As crazy and nutso as freaking New York is, it's the whole world. That poison is gonna trickle its way into every crevice, every vein in America, unless somebody puts a stop to it. I would just make it real simple. If someone don't stop it, then it's just going to be Sodom and Gomorrah. New York already like that already. But they let too many crazies in there. So, whether they drop the ball or not, in New York. I don't know. But from what I've been hearing, now they're skeptical. You know, now they don't want to, they're thinking about not doing it. You know, whether they do it or not, that's on them. But they let too many crazies in there. And again, it is what it is. But we were told to make disciples. Is that not where Trump is from? What, from New York? How come he don't think crazy like the rest of them then, Mac? I'm just curious. Not everybody thinks the same, right? Come on, Mac. He's from there. How come he don't just think like them then? Huh? Answer the question, Mac. Why doesn't he think like them, bro? How come he wants to get all of them out, but everybody else want to keep them there? Come on, Mac. Come on, Mac. Answer the question. Come on, Mac. No, you're going to run from the question, huh? You man enough to ask that question, but come on, Mac. Stop it. Stop the nonsense. I guarantee it didn't take you long to put that in that comment. Well, you thinking now. Go Google. Go try to figure out a clever way to cover that up. If he was from there, and when I say from there, I mean from there, Bubba, he wouldn't be doing nope, absolutely not. Those people don't like him. He's from there, but they don't like him, Mac. Why not? How come they don't like him? He's from there. They should like him. Because he calls them out on their crap. Mac, come on, man. Wake up.
People think they got a gotcha.
He's from there. Oh, yeah?
Gotcha.
Oh, how come they don't claim him? How come they don't claim him? Why they try? If he's from there, think about it. If he's from there, why they want to put him in jail? He's from there. Because he ain't from there. It's kind of like we're in this world, but we're not of this world. Mac, I don't know if you're born again, but I am. But I'm in this world, right? But I'm not of this world. You can be from somewhere, but don't think like them. That's not hard. But why am I saying all this? Because the prayer that he makes, when you get into John 16 and you see what he's trying to tell him, you're supposed to have peace that's from me, right? Be of good cheer. Why? Because you're going to have tribulation, but your peace is in me. It's not focused on the things that happen out here. And we get into 17, and what he keeps saying over and over is what he says right here in verse 1. Father, the hour is come, glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee. And then he constantly is saying, he's repeating this over and over. But let me go back to the prayer. Can y'all hear all those pew pews out there, or is that just my headphones? Anybody hear that?
Yeah, I hear it faintly.
Yeah, that we had to do some late pew pewing. I told them I'll just get a couple of the instructors out there, do their thing. I ain't gonna be able to do it. That's all right. I'll just do it later. So CJ's asking about, let's see, John 17. But when you go to Matthew 6:9, this part right here, Matthew 6:10, it says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. So when he says, you sent me here, I sent them there. Look, that is what you see him talking about in 17 is the prayer coming to pass. So it's not adding to the prayer. It's the prayer coming to pass. There's the entire Bible. This prayer that he is saying, this whole prayer is about him coming here and everything coming to pass. Everything. So it's not adding to the prayer. The prayer already happened. It's just a prayer coming to pass, right? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven, right? In earth as it is in heaven. So when he came to bring that truth in earth as it is in heaven. That's why you see Jesus all over the place. It's not just Matthew 17, all over the place. They said, well, Moses said that we can have a divorce. He goes, right, but it was not like that in the beginning. Why is he saying it's not like that in the beginning? Why? What was it in the beginning? Heaven.
Like heaven.
Right. So on earth as it is in heaven. So when he came back, the way it was here is not how it is in heaven. So he came to make things like they used to be. like heaven. So now in heaven, it was God, man, woman. And when you come to this world, it is not God, man, woman. It's not. There's a lot of us that understand that, but it's not. It's God and whoever, and then after that, it doesn't matter if the man or woman claims to be of God or Christian or whatever. They don't need a head. The woman don't need a head. The man doesn't need a woman. Do whatever they want. And then they go to Paul, and Paul said, guys, it's better if you were like me and not to be married. And even though that's not really what Paul is saying, he's talking about right now in the hard times that they're going through, guys. Like, it's some hard times right now. I mean, it'd be better for you not to have them. I mean, it'd be better for you to be like me right now and just make disciples. And it's not talking about the whole world. It's not in context. That's not what it's saying. But we can still say you can make more disciples if you're not married. That is true. You can say that, but in context, it's not what Paul is saying. Just look in context. You'd be like, guys, this freaking sucks right now. Like, be best if you're living like me. You know, but we can take that. We can learn from it that when you're married, right, it's difficult to just go make disciples. You have pastors all the time getting divorced. Okay, I'm not saying the man or woman wants a divorce. I'm not saying it's either one of them. But sometimes the guy can get, you know, easily more focused on making disciples, God. Easy. It's so easy to do that and then leave your woman hanging over here when you're supposed to be the head of the house. That's not okay. Your responsibility is the covenant you make. You make a covenant, that's your responsibility. It doesn't mean don't make disciples. That's not what it means. You know, you can become part of a ministry. You can become part of, you know, again, you can become part of a ministry and help make disciples. You don't have to do this, you know, this lone wolf thing. You don't have to do that. You know, you don't have to do this Paul the Apostle thing. You don't have to do that. Okay? You still need to make disciples. But let's see. We got a guest. I don't know. I tried to bring him up. Shane. I don't know. I guess he hopped off. Shane, I don't know if you're still here. Or maybe he accidentally, because that happens a lot too, where someone tries to come up, but it's just an accident. I did see a question on here, man. Oh.
That makes sense.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So CJ, you know what? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
I was thinking along the lines, like I was listening to it, and for some reason the Lord's Prayer popped into my head. And
well,
so
it should have, because it's coming. It's going to happen. It's a prayer. Right. First, this is God saying a prayer, right? But again, his prayer is in line with his will. And so when the Bible says that God does what he wills, it's talking about he's always focused on his will. So the earth becoming like it is in heaven, or becoming the beginning, this is Jesus's prayer, because a lot of things he does emulates this exact same thing. He's only focused on one thing, and that is bringing life back to earth, and then making sure those who are alive, that they continue to make disciples, which is be fruitful and multiply, which is what? Taking it back to heaven. Adam and Eve were supposed to be fruitful and multiplied in heaven, which is in Eden. And they're like, Eden was on earth. Man, you can argue that no matter how you want to split it. I don't care. The argument is so stupid. But the Eden itself was supposed to spread into this earth. Okay? But based on life, not death. Not based on death. Based on life. Right. So, anybody got any questions on that? Or... We say, Mac, I'm just going to stay quiet. We got beat by the Browns.
Yeah, you're going to lose to the Ravens, too.
Oh, man. Boy, that's cold. Cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. I think the Cowboys can beat the freaking Steelers right now. Shoot, the way they're playing. Go! That was pretty messed up. I do say myself. All right, anybody got anything else? That was CJ's. Let me take that off the list. God dang, boy, you slamming yourself down like that. Let me put CJ's.
I do have another one for a later probably topic.
All right, let me move these. I need to quit. Yeah, but in order, the order of fashion right now is, hold on. the order of fashion is, let me put Christian. All right, Christian that's the one we'll do next. That's the difference between by faith and through faith. And then Jennifer she wants to talk about sonship based on Ephesians 1. And then what do you got, Christian? I mean, CJ, sorry.
I can't believe you just did that. No. Okay, so what does it mean to dip?
Christian's like, you know what? I had enough of all y'all. Okay, what?
Yeah. What does it mean to? So Jesus tells John that.
Give me the verse. Give me the verse. Give me the verse.
hand-
Give me the verse. Give me the verse.
Hold on. I have it. John 13. Verse. Where is it? Right about.
The heck? Why is this thing not charging?
Verse 26.
Shoot.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Why is this not charging, buddy? Uh-oh. This no good right here.
What are you doing, my boy?
Charging.
Taking all the chips out of the box and moving.
What were two heads saying about me?
Nothing.
Nothing, bud.
Uh-oh. It's charging the phone. Uh-oh. My charging port's messed up on my iPad, man.
Get a new one.
Uh-oh.
Could just be the cable, too.
No, I just plugged it in my phone. It's charging my phone. Like.
Oh, wait, it worked. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Me no. All right, anyway, what's the verse? John 13, what?
John 26.
What are we doing? Are we doing other topics?
No. All right, what? Okay, what about John 13, 26?
What does it mean to dip? Well, I'm going to use the words the verse says. So what does it mean to dip the sop? Like with Jesus? Because in this context, that's what's being discussed.
Yeah, well, obviously it's because he was dipping his bread in the same, probably olive, the oil that they would dip their bread in. So physically, that's what he was doing. He was dipping it with them. I mean, that's what that is.
Right.
But we can talk about the sop, and we can talk about dipping a little bit. But to be clear, he was physically putting the bread in the oil with them. But we can go over it a little bit.
Yeah. So my question would be the meat part.
Yeah,
of
we
it.
can go. Because we'll go over some of
things.
that, obviously.
All right.
Yeah. But first there'll be
Unknown caller.
No.
Looking
do what? Do what?
I said Kelly has a question on Mark 14:51.
Yeah, Kelly, can you come up and ask? Because I gotta.
It says, and there followed him a certain young man, having a linen cloth cast about his naked body, and the young man laid hold on him. I don't know what the question is, but that's the verse.
She's gonna have to come up so we can have the question. What's the question, Kelly?
Yeah, let your farm be and come on the panel and ask your question. Stop farming already and just come up hither.
Yeah, stop working. Yeah, let's just tell her to do that.
Take your hand off the plow.
You're like, well, I'm gonna go ahead.
Aside.
I'm gonna go ahead and sue. I'm gonna go ahead and sue Jordan because he told me God will take care of my farm if I just leave it alone. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Kelly, what you got?
You guys are funny, you know. Here, I thought it was going to be a normal day, and then my dad had to throw a wrench into it, and he's going to have to have surgery again in the next few days. And now you want me to stop? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, in the other gospel, it never mentioned this person, and so I've been in the book of Mark, and I came across that, and I went back in whichever one it was, and I'm like, well, that wasn't mentioned in the other book, so who is this?
Yeah, we know that not everything's mentioned in every book, and then some of the things are mentioned in all of them. Okay, so Mark 14:51, what's the question?
Who was that?
Who was that?
Yeah. I mean, it's like
It was
he
Trot.
just appeared out of the blue.
It was Trot.
He was there the whole time. Trot's one of the two witnesses. He's living amongst us.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
No, it's John. It's John because John never died. It's John.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why y'all listen to this crazy
Question
crap. John
is
never
Vanna.
died.
That was a question.
Huh?
The question
Well,
is Vanna.
technically, Trot. Technically.
Yeah, technically
God's
what?
not the God of the
Alright.
dead. So.
Yeah, technically.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Let me go to. Yeah. All right. So 48. Let's see. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Are ye come out against a thief with swords? Right, referring to John the Baptist. Hold on. Oh no, my bad. No, this is when they were gonna. Yeah. And he says, You come out against a thief with swords. And he says, I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you took me not. But the scriptures must be fulfilled. And it says, and they all forsook him and fled. Right, because who's coming against him here? Right, we should see Judas. Hold on. Yeah, right here, 44. And it says, and he that betrayed him had given them a token, right, which would be a sign or a symbol. And it says, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Take him and led him away safely. All right, so it's the kiss. Let's see. And he took him. Yeah. Okay. It's the next verse. Yeah. He goeth straight away, said to him, Master, kissed him. And it says, and they stood and drew a sword, smote the servant high priest, which that'd be Peter. And it says, and Jesus answered. And basically at the end of that, it says, hey, look, he goes, I was always teaching in temples. Why do you come? Why do you treat me like I'm a thief or a criminal? And it says, and they all forsook him and fled. Why? Because he's going to jail. And it says, and there followed him a certain young man having a linen cloth cast about his naked body. And the young man laid a hold of him, and he left the linen cloth and fled. We've talked about this multiple times, so we'll talk about this. We can't talk about it today, but I'm writing it down.
I'll go study more.
Oh, we're still going to talk about it. We just can't do it today.
Okay.
Can I add a question?
Yeah. Hold on. Before you do, hold on. All right, let me do something before you add a question. And then after 5, well, I mean, we could probably add another. Hold on.
Hey, Trot, I got a question. All right, go ahead with your question.
Go ahead with the question. Oh, man, what happened? Hold on. Bro, what the heck is going on? What'd I do? I'm not really sure what I just did. Yeah, that was odd.
Wow, that's harsh. Aren't we supposed to be nice to one another?
That's what they say, bro. That's mean. Oh, that mean. Okay. Well, mean. Let me be nice. Let me be nice to you then. Be nice. Yeah. Oh, I've had people say, bro, you tell people not to be nice. I said, I don't think you listen to the song. Go listen to the song, for God's sake, bro. All right. Okay. Benny, yeah, go ahead, Benny.
Yeah, mine's kind of like piggybacking off of that one. So in Psalms, it says, I believe it's Psalms 2, where it says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you perish. Only recall two instances.
Hey, somebody help Benny find that verse, because I got to write the verse down, bro. I got to write it down.
I got it right here. It's Psalms chapter 2.
All right.
Dang, I'm missing that many chapters in this whole book. Oh, man. That's
Psalm 212.
What, it fell out? Pages fell out?
I'm missing from Job chapter 42 all the way to Psalms 8.
I'm telling you, in one of my Bibles, Bubba, I'm missing like half a... Well, I'm missing like chapters in Genesis. Not chapters, I'm sorry, pages in Genesis for sure. But, I mean, hey, that's a natural... Bubba, listen, this is natural wear and tear. Natural. Them pages come flying out of there, man. I'm missing a lot.
He's got a Trop Bible over there.
Yeah.
I don't know he's distributed them yet.
Okay, Benny. Benny says Psalms what?
What'd you say, Christian? 211? Or
211.
Okay.
No, 212. Sorry, 212.
Psalms 212.
You said 211 sounds so good. Even I was in agreement.
Psalms 212.
Yeah, Psalms 212.
And then my question, since it's close to what Kelly was, the verse. Anyway, the question is, I only recall two instances where they kind of make note of kissing Jesus in the Bible. And that's the when she was cleaning his feet with her hair, and I believe she was kissing his feet, and then Judas kissed him on the cheek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them the only two things I can recall. So just how can we tie it in with that Psalms verse? Is that Psalms verse talking about it? So I'll just kind of leave it right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put matter of fact, go read it. Read it real quick.
Psalms 12:2 or 2:12?
2:12.
Oh, 2:12. What was that? 12:2. All right, 2:12 says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Yeah, let me go find it real quick. Because I don't want to go over right now, but I do want to say something about it, though. Psalms
2:12.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to go over it, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just like the song. I'm not playing it, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then
a little bit more.
It'll be 2 hours later. I just want to talk about it a little bit. Yeah, so
yeah, 5 hours later, look, guys, we just brushed the surface.
So
I gave you the pillars,
kind
but
of,
you got to get the flour yourself.
The question is kind of like a 50-part question. You already know it's gonna come with more questions, but
yeah. So let's go to the Zion part. Hold on, where is the Zion part? Man, just start at 1. Start at Psalm 2:1.
2:1.
Yeah.
It says, Lord. Okay, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords.
What happened?
Oh, he just got excommunicated.
Went to Zoom land.
Yeah.
They went to Zamzam land.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know what that was.
All right, just start at 3.
Yeah. 2:3 says, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
All right, right there. All right, right there. All right, right there. So basically,
Verse 6.
the spirit's getting mocked, and basically he's going to have the last laugh from the scoffers, right? What it's saying. And then it gets to 6 and it says, "Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion." Because, and I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know, I've talking about it several times, but I know for a fact I talked about it at least a little bit in let's see, it might be what was it titled? The end of the Nephilim. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I believe it's in there where I talk about, I believe it's in there where I kept asking the question and nobody, I kept asking, why are they going over there? Why are they going over there? Why do they keep going over there? It's because it all started on God's mountain. All of it. It all started on his mountain, right? Even Satan said, I want to sit on that mountain. I want to do this. I want to do that. And so it's not a coincidence that the Nephilim want that mountain over there. Where is Zion? Where is that at? Is that near the promised land or in the promised land? I'm saying, right, but that's what I'm saying, right? So, but they took over the land that has Mount Zion. They took over that land, Israel, right? So when I was going over this, I'll call it a study or video, whatever y'all want to call it. But when I was going over I titled it "The End of the Nephilim" because I was focusing on how there did come an end to the Nephilim. People to this day will say, no, we still got people with 6 fingers and all that. Listen, the distorted part of Nephilim is still here in our genes, but these Nephilim are done. There are no more Nephilim in the world, and I'm talking about the physical ones that existed. They're not here. A Nephilim today, if you want to play the game, a Nephilim today is someone who doesn't believe in God, period. They're the outcast. They are now. It's them. But I kept asking this question. If you haven't heard that, if you're listening and you haven't seen the teaching or the end of the Nephilim, which is on YouTube, right? At YouTube, or no, at Deskilled Live.
The Discord drop.
Okay, at Deskilled Live. If you haven't seen that or heard it, I'm sorry. You need to go hear it. Right, the end of the Nephilim. It's actually quite. It's an amazing thing to go over in the Bible. But one of the last things I get at is why does everybody want to go over here to this quote unquote promised land, which was promised to Abraham, the physical one? And the reason is because Mount Zion is there, which is God's mountain. That is his holy mountain. It's not Mount Sinai. Somebody say, yeah, it is. He's the God. First of all, listen, God is the God of all mountains and all hills. Okay. When people get a hold of him, they turn him into pride. It's all the mountains, all the hills, all the seas. Everything is his. But anytime Satan gets a hold of it, he corrupts it. He turns it opposite of what it's supposed to be. and it's everything. So that's why he's like a lion. He's not the lion. He's like one, right? Over, on and on. We constantly see this. But it says in 6, yet have I set my king upon my holy hill. And it says, I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And this is the possession of the Gentile. This is the end of the Gentile. And he says, thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them. And notice it says the rod of iron, because it's going to happen with us who have the rod of our iron. Us here today. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron.
Unknown caller.
It says, thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a pottery vessel, meaning all of us will be spread out. And then it says, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. O ye kings. It's talking about, all right. It says, be instructured, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and ye perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Yeah, I don't know why that. All right, but it says that put your trust in him. And then it goes into 3 and it starts talking about, Lord, how are thy increased, or how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help from him in God. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory. And it's just talking about how the numbers of the enemy are getting greater. But when it says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry, why would he be angry if you didn't kiss him? That's the question. Huh? Why?
That's dishonor.
Because it would be the rejection of the Spirit.
Well, it goes back to what Benny's talking about. So in the Bible, you see people kiss Jesus. And you'd have to...
that's dishonor.
Right, but you have to understand why he's being kissed, right? I'm trying not to go over this, but it's kind of hard, man, because the question has to be there. It says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry. Why would the Son be angry if you don't kiss him? And in order to understand that, you have to understand Judas's kiss and the lady's kiss. They're not the same. They're not the same kind of kiss. Right? So what's the difference between those two kisses?
Well, we know the one from Judas had to be the kiss of betrayal, right?
All right.
Fulfilling Psalms, what is it? 46. We walked into the house of the Lord, and he had sweet words that was. We went into the house of the Lord together. My own familiar acquaintance had raised up his heel against me, and then when you talking about the woman that kissed me, you talking about Mary Magdalene?
There was a lady that
came in.
The lady that kissed his feet. The question is, what is the difference between that kiss and Judas' kiss? That's the question, right now. What's the difference?
What popped into my mind also with that is when they said when they knew God, they did not glorify him as God.
All right, so what's the difference between the kiss? He has Judas' kiss and the lady kisses feet. What's the difference?
I would say one is a kiss of pride and one is a kiss of repentance.
Yeah, well, that's not wrong. Yeah. That's not wrong, right? But the difference is one is kissing the message, the feet, the beautiful feet. One is kissing the message.
I see where you're going. Yeah, that's
right?
Beautiful.
Yeah, so one is kissing.
I'm sorry. Will you say that again?
The difference between the two is one out of the two. One is kissing the message. See, they're both kissing the messenger, but only one received the message. It's the one that kissed the feet.
Would that correlate also to Martha and Mary when Jesus said, she had chosen that good part?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
And so
she's down there. She's down there at his feet because she's receiving the message. That's more important than anything else. Is receiving the message.
And that's why I say, like what you say a lot of times, when it talks about the disciple or the convert. See, you got Martha being troubled about many things. Yeah. It's not that she is not important, but the thing is, you want to serve without instructions. But Mary is getting the good part. She getting the instructions so that she knows how to serve.
Yeah, well,
how to make disciples.
yeah,
right?
so the one that's not at his feet is focused on works and the law. You understand? And it's not that it's not that she's doing the wrong thing because she's trying to be good, but she's just not focused on what's important. So Mary, right? Ain't that the one that was in the kitchen? Right?
Martha.
Martha,
Yeah.
I'm
Mary
sorry.
was at his feet.
Mary was at his feet, whichever one. But the Martha, the one that was doing all the works, she's focused on the thing that's not important. Even though it's important for someone to do that, what you see is she's so focused on it, she becomes legalistic, and she's like, Lord, you're going to let me do all this work and just let her lay there? She's so far off, bro. She's so far off, she can't see the message. She missed the message. So Jesus is making disciples. We're supposed to be part of the vine. We're supposed to be part of the vine. That's why Mary's at her feet, because she's being part of the vine. Remember, when we become disciples, it glorifies the tree. And Jesus tells us that tree, that fruitful tree, is the glory of God. Nowhere in that tree do you see works and anyone trying to be a servant and trying to earn. You don't see that in the tree. You just see people becoming discipled. And the only way to do that is to receive the message. That's it. So even though it's real easy to see that Martha's wrong, real easy, bro. Come on. We know it's wrong that Mary's not helping her. Come on, let's be real here. It is wrong. But you can see that Martha is not focused on the message. She's not focused on that. And that is always more important. Always. It's kind of like Martha should have been in that stance where she's like, okay, I'm gonna make snacks. I'm gonna give people something to drink. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you can tell is she really doesn't know who's in her house, bro. You understand? Like if you really knew, like if Jesus came in your house, are you really going to be focused on who's got drink?
That's a great point.
You know what I mean? Like think about it, bro. If you're a believer of Jesus, and let's just say he called you on your phone, and he's like, hey, I'm going to pull up, bro, at your house. I can promise you this. Listen, as many awesome briskets as I make, that's the last thing I'm thinking about. I can't wait for him to come in the house. Like it's on. And I know where I'm at. So when he comes in, I'm going to be sitting right there at his feet like, hey, what's up? What you got? Because I know that he's the one that feeds me. He feeds me. So if I know he feeds me, what in this world is going to please his palate? Like you find yourself at the wrong place. Like if you don't know who he is, then you're trying to please his palate. You're right. You're going to give him some sweet tea, right? I'm going to give him some of my brisket, right? Again, we're talking about God though, right? I'm not saying just any person. I'm saying if he said, hey, I'm going to come hang out with you at your house. First of all, I'd be like, what do you mean I hang out with you all the time? But if he's like, no, I'm going to show up physically. Okay. I mean, I already know what I'm going to get from him. I get it from him all the time anyway. But I'm just saying, like, I know my place. You know what I mean? I know my place, and my place is not at his feet because I'm beneath him. Oh, great Lord. That's not why I'm at his feet. I'm at his feet because it's the message that I need, his message. Not because I'm lower than him. Everybody thinks that Mary's down there because she's, humble. And no, bro. The feet is everybody else would see that lady kissing Jesus's feet as her putting herself in the place like she's lower. That's not why she was kissing his feet. It was the message. Everybody understood that back in the day when someone came from afar, it was either bad or good news. And Jesus didn't bring good news, bro. I mean, Jesus didn't bring bad news. His news was good news to the sinner. You know what I mean? So,
but also to some of my studies, I found out that in the Middle Eastern world, to show somebody the bottom of your feet was a dishonor. It was like a disgrace, right? To show the soles of your feet.
Well, it's like that. It's like that. Well, it's like that in it's like that today in Iraq and all these places, right? When I lived out there, and it shows that you're beneath. Like when you show someone the bottom of your feet, it's you telling them you're beneath my foot. You mean nothing, right? That's what it means out there today. That's what that means today. But in the stories that we read in the Bible, it has nothing to do with the bottom of the person's foot. It's the message that they bring, right? Has nothing to do with the bottom of Jesus's feet.
Right.
Yeah. So back today.
When you said,
go ahead. I hate to come in. You just got me going all over the place.
Nah,
man.
you good. I was just gonna say when you was explaining that, it painted the picture of us sitting at his feet and the heart being the earth. The earth is his footstool. You know what I'm saying? Like his feet covers the earth. You know, I'm just seeing this picture that you painting.
Yeah.
You know, in the symbolism. Yes. You know, the message covering our heart, or you know, being our covering in that way. Like the earth is his footstool. That picture just popped up in my head. But
yeah.
No, I'm also seeing when
the heaven is his throne and the earth is my footstool, then we are in him, then we are above earthly things because we are in him. If he's high and lifted up far above all principalities and power, then where are we?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
And I see too, like when someone getting honked at.
They're not receiving the message.
I see too when Mary, because a woman's hair is her glory. So when she's using glory to wash the message, which is the feet, well, the glory of God is Jesus, the message, the word, and hair is faith. So it's all right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, try.
Yeah.
Can you when Jesus said Mary has chosen that good part, right? How would you say that's spirit, soul, and body? What can we see that in there somewhere?
What is spirit, soul, and body?
In that whole situation, that whole scenario, that Martha was in the flesh, that would have been her in the flesh, in the body or the belly, right? If you will.
Yeah. Martha was in her belly. Hold on a second.
Big Nat, the glory.
That's funny. Hey, yeah. So I'm thinking, like, how does that verse play out in the rest of the Bible? We got to be able to see it, like, play itself out in some kind of way. It may not even be in the physical way. What's the Hebrew word on that word kiss? Can somebody look that up?
I was looking it up earlier, and it means to fasten, to like seize, to lay hold of, and it had like two other numbers that it went to, and it kind of rooted to like in a military sense or a military term. Let me go back.
Like to bind. Like to bind them.
Yeah, what come to my mind right there?
Yeah, to roll, to touch, to bind. Yep.
Lay hold of eternal life, right?
Yeah.
To grab it, to embrace it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Mary had that figured out. He was like, "Hold up, now I gotta go. I got stuff to do."
Well, hey, doesn't it even say with that one that what she did will be mentioned?
Oh yeah, it does. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, as a memorial. Yeah, because it was preparation. He said for his death.
Yeah. The ointment. Yep. And guess who butted in? There's your two kisses right there. Guess who butted in and said something?
Simon. Well, Simon was talking in his heart. He was saying in his heart.
Nah, Judas said something.
Spoke from his heart.
About using the oil.
Well, all of them
sold.
did. All of them did.
Judas is the main one, and that's why they made mention like he don't care. He got the bag. That's why he's concerned. Remember?
Yeah. Yep.
But why would John be the one that called that out? The one that
he didn't.
I ain't gonna say the one that was closest to his heart. Yeah, it's in John's gospel. John said that Negro didn't care nothing about the poor. He just
You're right. That's what I'm saying. So Judas is. So you got the two kisses right there. You got one doing the good thing and the good part, and then you got the other one. You know.
Yeah, Judas was like, couldn't we take that oil and give it to the poor?
Sold it. Yeah, giving the money to the poor.
Right, and it's just it's crazy how all that.
Go ahead, brother.
No, you good.
I think you got Matthew. That's a lot of time when we have to be careful with. It does say that all of them presented her, and one of the gospels, it say all of them resented what she was doing. But we know it say Simon said in his heart that this man was a prophet. Surely he know who this woman was that was touching him. And then Jesus asked Peter a question, the one that would deny him, right? Why would he ask Peter that question, Trot, and not somebody else?
What? I'm sorry. What did Jesus ask Peter? Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick.
When he asked Peter, when Simon was saying in his heart, if this man was a prophet, surely he'd know who this woman was that was touching him.
Yeah.
And Jesus said, Simon, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Somebody pull it up.
Man, it's so much just right there and that right there.
Yeah.
That whole segment right there. It's so much going on.
Yeah, did y'all pull it up?
You got the one. You got the one that will betray him. He asked him the question. Then you got the one that would deny him. He asked him the question because of what the other one was thinking in his heart. And then you got the one that will betray him, saying, "This is a waste." All of them said it, but Judas spoke. Oh my goodness! You know what? Then I go to where Peter stood up with the 11 on the day of Pentecost. And anyway, I might be going too far, but I'm seeing correlations with that.
It's all interconnected and intertwined, ain't it?
Yeah. I think that's it's in Matthew and it's in John, I think. 13, not 13.
Somebody getting it to read it? Does somebody have it?
Somebody get it. Somebody pull it up. I'm trying to fix something on my iPad.
I can't right now.
Let me see.
What's your name?
I think Matthew, hold on, make sure I don't miss my time. Matthew 16, look at Matthew, not 16, it ain't 16, because he said there'll be some of you standing. 19, look at 19, bro. See if it's Matthew 19, where Mary Magdalene anoints Jesus' feet.
Speak the scripture.
Mary Magdalene anoints Jesus' feet.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I know. I think it's in John.
Mary Magdalene anoints Christ's feet.
I don't have an answer for that.
That she does.
Siri don't understand.
She said, I don't have an answer for that.
Because AI can't write these songs.
She's like, I'm Catholic. I have no revelation.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, something else,
out of
boy.
there,
I'm
man.
telling you. Y'all
Dre.
gonna have to leave them folks alone.
Dre, man. Dre got them over here.
Dre's got his foot on their neck.
He don't leave them. He don't let them up, man. He's like, I can't stand it. I'm like, man, messing with that crap. Who cares? Man, I don't know how to. Y'all find it or what?
I'm running my Bible. I'm going.
Well, I'm not rushing nobody. I'm just seeing if someone. I'm gonna have to turn this sucker off.
Yeah, I thought it was Matthew 12, but it's John. It's John 12. John chapter 12.
John. Okay, you're in. Okay, hold on. You're in John.
Yes, sir. John chapter 12.
John 12. All right, let me get there. John 12.
What verse is it?
He was over here leading us astray.
1 through 8.
Huh?
1
1 through 8? Let me put this thing on.
Then Mary, then took
You
Mary
want to read for the people, my beloved sister? Huh? You want to read for the people? Let me put it on speaker. I'm going to put this thing on speaker and let my beloved elder sister, Cheryl Lynn, read for you, brethren.
All right.
Now, she is a Sabbath keeper, so be easy on her.
Be easy on her. Anyone? Why would I mess with the Sabbath keeper if Jesus is a Sabbath? We all keep the Sabbath. All right.
I know, brother.
All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Then Mary took. Let me just read this part real quick. All right, go ahead.
Just trying to read. You want to read the?
Cheryl, let me see. It wouldn't go off speaker. Let me see. All right, here we go. See if they can hear you, sweetheart.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
We got it.
Beautiful people.
What's up? What's going on?
Here we find in John chapter 12, verses 1 through 8. Then Jesus, 6 days before the Passover, came to Bethany, where Lazarus was which had been dead, whom he raised from the dead. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
There they made him a supper, and Martha served. But Lazarus was one of them that sat at the table with him. Then took Mary a pound of ointment of spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. Then said one of the disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, which should betray him. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief and had the bag and bare what was put therein. Then Jesus said, let her alone. Against the day of my burying have she kept this. For the poor always ye have with you, but me ye have not always. That's 1 through 8.
All right. What about it? Amazing.
So I was asking. I think it's another account.
All right. Okay. All right. So if you think it's another account, somebody needs to find the other account.
Can we verify?
Huh?
Can we verify that this is the scene where she was kissing his feet? I didn't catch that part.
No, he's talking about something else.
I know it, but
go to Luke chapter 7.
He was at what his name?
You was in John just now, right?
Yeah.
Go to Luke chapter 7 and start at verse 35. See if it's over in Luke.
Luke 7.
reason why I asked, Try, because I was saying that would be very fascinating if you got both kisses right here, and you got one doing the good part, and you got the other one doing what he do best.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said we just need to go over it. But let's see what Amazing's talking about first. Make sure we got the right encounter.
Yeah. Is it another account of Luke? Read the account of Luke.
I think it's Luke 7.
7:35, Sister Daisy said.
Okay, read that account. You got it, Cheryl?
Yeah, but Daisy can go ahead if she will.
Is Daisy? But she's not up on the panel.
Okay, well, chapter 7, Luke verses 35. But wisdom is justified of all her children. And one of the Pharisees desired him that he would eat with him. And he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to meat. And behold, a woman in the city, which was a sinner, when she knew that Jesus sat at meat in the Pharisee's house, bought an alabaster box of ointment, and stood at his feet behind him weeping, and began to wash his feet with tears, and did wipe them with the hairs of her head, and kissed his feet, and anointed them with the ointment. Now when the Pharisees which had bidden him saw it, he spake within himself, saying, This man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman this is that toucheth him, for she is a sinner. And Jesus answering said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And he said, Master, say on. There is a certain creditor which had two debtors, and one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me therein, which of them will love him most? Are we reading on?
That's the one that loved much was forgiven much, of the one that forgiven less. And then Simon said, I guess the one that was forgiven much. And then he goes on to say, this woman from the moment she came in, he said, well, when I came to your house, you didn't wash my feet. You didn't give me drink.
Right,
you didn't.
Right.
But this woman, from the moment she came to my house, into your house, she had not ceased to kiss my feet. So I guess I was wrong right there, because I thought when he talked to Simon, I thought he was talking about Simon Peter. But the Pharisee's name was Simon, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So that was my question. Why did he ask? Okay, I'm mixing it up. I'm mixing it up when the Pharisees came to ask Peter, I think, about why does Jesus not pay taxes? And then he said to Simon, he asked Simon a question. He didn't talk to the Pharisees, but he asked Simon a question. He said, is the king's son free of taxes, or does he have to pay? And Simon said, he's free. And then Jesus said, okay, but so that we don't offend them, go and cast a hook into the sea. Okay, that was my fault.
Yeah. Hey, but that's fascinating. Look, he read him his rights. He thought he was being slick in his heart. He read him his rights. He read his heart and then read him his rights. He said, I got something to say to you.
Right.
Why you think you being quiet over there?
Well, he wanted to let him know too, who else can read the intents,
Yeah.
the thoughts and
exactly
of a man's heart, but God. Or the word of God, Hebrews 4:12, which is sharp, powerful, and living and active, sharper than any double-edged sword, piercing even the asunder the
Spirit of God.
The spirit, the bone and the marrow, determining what is the intent and motives and desires of man's heart. So I thought that he was asking Peter, like he do sometimes, a third person type of question, right?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
How's topic now?
That's good. Shirley Ann or Shirley Lynn, forgive me, I couldn't barely hear, but that's some good reading. You read good. You read the Bible real well.
Who he talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
I read it every day, brother. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I can tell. It flows like fluid.
What's y'all subject of interest? What is the topic?
We had a couple questions. One of my questions was the Psalms 2:12 verse where it talks about kiss the son, lest he be angry and ye perish from the way. How does that correlate with any instance in the Bible? Only 2 instances I can think of Jesus being kissed or the son is with the woman and Judas. And so that's what the question was, and it brought us to this part.
That's deep.
I was thinking though, even though you got those 2, but I'm thinking like to kiss the son, right? What comes in my mind is you cannot have the father without the son. Because if you don't honor the son, then you dishonor the father, right? So I see the parallel in how even with the wicked tenants, how he sent individuals to go to those tenants and they unalived them. Then he said, look, I'm gonna send the heir and they'll honor him. They didn't kiss him, right? They didn't kiss him in a figurative stance, right? I see the physicality of it, but I also see kissing the son is no different than that dude that threw that shoe at President Bush. Right?
Yeah.
Throw that shoe at the president. Right?
Yeah, they wanted to unalive the heir so that they could seize upon his inheritance in that parable. And that's what Satan did to Adam. He unalived him to seize upon the inheritance given to Adam.
Right.
So if he could have done that to God coming as the son, he would have seized on God's inheritance because God has to honor his own word.
Right. And that's why I said when I see in Romans how I say though they knew God, they did not glorify him as God. So God gave them over to a reprobate mind. But also what pops into my head also is John chapter 1, verse 11, whereas he came to his own and his own did not receive, 10, I think 9 or 10. His own did not receive them, right? I see the underlying connotation of dishonor, right? When God says from heaven, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased, but you dishonor the thing that I'm pleased with, right? And that ain't gonna turn out good for you.
Right. So basically, we can kind of gather that it's deeper than a physical kiss.
Facts. Because see, what gets me also is another place where there's a kiss mentioned at. You know where that's at?
We're talking about when the apostles tell us to greet one another
with the holy
kiss.
Holy
kiss.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to think about that one. It's another one.
Another one.
Right. But I just thought that it was fascinating. The 2 times you see the son being kissed, it's both of the kissers present, and they both are the main characters.
Unknown caller.
One, is it 1 or 2? When it said, don't let me butcher it. But I think the kiss goes from a kiss on the cheek to a kiss on the lips. And I see that as a progression of intimacy, coming to know God in a more intimate way. Because if you kiss me on the cheek, right, let's just say if I had to use a Greek word, I would say that would be phileo, or in terms of a brotherly kiss. But then when you kiss me on the lips, now you got a chance of fluids being changed. You know, I think it's a more intimate meaning to kiss me on the lips now, right?
All right, hey, amazing, amazing. Did you find the verse you're looking for?
Yeah, we found it.
All right. Where is it? I want to know where it's at. Where is it?
Luke chapter 7, verse 35 to
38.
To 38. All right. So it says. All right. It says. Let me just start at 34. I know you already read it, but I just got back, so just give me a second. All right. It says the Son of Man has come, eating and drinking. What? Clothes. Yeah, I know. All right. I said, behold, the gluttonous man and a winebibber and friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified of all her children. All right. It says, and one of the Pharisees desired him that he would eat with him. And he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to meat. And behold, a woman in the city, which was a sinner, when she knew that Jesus sat at meat in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster box of ointment and stood at his feet behind him, weeping, and began to wash his feet with tears, and did wipe them with the hairs of her head, and kissed his feet and anointed them with the ointment. Now, when the Pharisee which had bidden him saw it, this is the man that invited Jesus over, he saw this, he spake within himself, saying, this man, if he were a prophet. So what is the man using? What is he using to determine who Jesus is?
The law.
Wisdom.
No, the prophet ain't using wisdom.
Nah, he's using his carnal mind.
Yeah, he's using man's intellect, like common sense. He's trying to use what we call common sense, right? Because back then, what was common? What was common sense back then?
To banish or disregard a sinner such as her?
Yeah, it was common sense. But again, common sense at the time, what was common was to look at someone based on good and evil, right?
Yep, the sight of the eyes.
Right. It wasn't looking at man's heart. It's not looking at the heart. It's looking on outer appearance. This woman's a sinner. So he now looks at Jesus, who is the tree of life, and says, look what he says. If he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman this is that touches him. If he were a prophet, which means Jesus is not a prophet, because a prophet would have known. A prophet would have known. But again, we're talking about prophet based on how he's looking at Moses and the prophets, right?
Yep.
Moses and the prophets. So he said, if this man was a prophet, he says, for she is a sinner. Like, how does he not know who's touching him? Basically, he's not handling this woman like we would. He's not like us. He's different. Something different about this dude right here. And Jesus answering said unto him. Now, it just says that this man spake within himself. So he's talking to himself. He ain't saying this out loud, but yet it says Jesus answers him, right? And Jesus answering said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. So who is this Simon? Who is this Simon that he's talking to? Anybody?
I'm sorry, say it again. Repeat the question.
All right, so
started with Simon Peter, the Pharisee.
Yeah, he's a high priest.
Do what? What are they saying?
I thought it was Simon Peter, but it was Simon Pharisee.
Yeah, because he said he answered him. He answered him. So Simon the Pharisee says right here, now when the Pharisee which had bidden him saw it, he spake within himself, saying, this man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman this is that toucheth him, for she is a sinner. And Jesus answering said unto him, this is the same man that's thinking to himself, man, if he knew, bro, who's this dude right here? He should know. You should be able to discern who this woman is right here, what kind of woman she is. And he says unto him, he says, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. Like you say, you got something to say to me. Well, I got something to say to you. So again, isn't this Pharisee acting just like Martha?
Yes.
Same thing. It doesn't matter what they're doing. Look at what they're paying attention to. So Martha, instead of her realizing the message that is in the house, she's focused on things on the outer. And then now we get to this house, and this man who is claiming to be a Pharisee, this woman is acting just like Mary, kissing the message. But this man is only looking at the outer appearance. Everybody's always judging Jesus physically. They're never judging the message. They're never judging the message, which means something's wrong with their heart. That's the issue. So Jesus has to correct them in the heart. Everybody's always trying to talk about the law. Do you still sin? But nobody is focusing on the heart. Even today, the majority of people don't focus on the heart. They focus on the outer appearance. Like I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, I went to a live, and there was a guy that was like, hey, well, y'all still sin? And I'm sorry, he wasn't talking to me, but I hopped in because he said that. He said, y'all still sin? So I hopped in. I said, hey, let me on the box real quick. I said, who still sins? He said, well, all y'all still sin. I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, just me and you, okay? Me and you, and there's God right there. I said, go ahead, accuse me. And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, bro, listen, you literally just said we still sin. That's what you just said. I said, so I'm giving you your shot, okay? You're the lawyer on the other end, all right? I'm the defense. I'm defending myself. You're saying that I committed some crime. I said, God is right there. Go ahead, bro. Put me on trial. I'll listen. He's like, well, I don't know you individually. I said, whoa, that's not what you said, bro. That is not what you said. You said all y'all still sin. And now you're saying you don't know us individually, so you don't know if we still sin or not. I said, which one is it? I said, now that I put you before God, because see, you were putting me before you and your God, whoever the heck that is. But when I said, there's God Almighty, me and you, go ahead, bro, put me on trial. All of a sudden, I'm not on trial no more, bro. Why is that? How come I'm no longer on trial? You just put me on trial. And I said, okay, it's me and you. There's God. Go ahead, bro. Put me on. Tell him the sins that I commit. Well, I don't know. Then, bro, why are you saying what you're saying? You don't know. Why are you saying next time someone tells you that sin is important and you still sin, you tell them, okay, fine. Here I am. There you are. And there's God. I want you to accuse me in front of him. They won't be able to do it. They won't be able to do it. So stop allowing them to accuse you against yourself. Listen, if anyone is going to accuse you of sinning, you tell them just do it right now in front of God. Go ahead. Tell them all about me, bro. And they'll shut them up. It'll shut them up. If you are not doing that, then you were just arguing like a fool. Get straight to the punchline. Tell them, all right, you know what? Enough of this. There's God. I'm right here. Go ahead, bro. Hit me with your best shot. Tell God about me. Go ahead. Oh, well, I'm just saying. Come on, bro. Conversation. All of a sudden, conversation's over. So that's it? That's all you got? That's all you got, bro. Nah, bro. See what you're doing is, bro. Nah, bro. Enough of that, bro. Go ahead. There's God. Here I am. Go ahead. They can't do it. You want to shut someone up regarding the law? You tell them that you'll stand right next to them and they can put you on trial. There's God. Go ahead. And you tell them your lawyer is Jesus. You say, go ahead. I got Jesus right here. Since y'all want to separate all this, okay, fine. Jesus is right here. The Father is right there. You're over there, apparently, because you're not over here with me. You're over there accusing me. Go ahead, accuse me. I'm ready. Go ahead. They're not going to win, bro. They're not going to win. But when you sit there and try to defend yourself, nah, brother, sister, what you're saying is wrong. You just lay the platform out. Say, I tell you what. I got Jesus by my side. You're the accuser. There's God. Go ahead. No, brother, but I'm not accusing you. Then what are you doing? I'm just saying, okay, then take all this evidence, all this wisdom you're claiming you have, bro. You know so much about the law. Go ahead, bro. Bring it up. I'm going to say it again, bro. There's God. I'm right here. Jesus by my side. You're right there. Now go ahead. Let's go. Let's see who wins in court. They're not going to win. They're not going to want to do this little imagery they're not going to want to do that, because see, that right there is what wins. Not all these words. They use all these words. Let's just go to court, bro. Let's see how those words stand up in court, because the Bible says that we don't come in word. We come in power, which means man's words, not talking about the word, because the power is the word. The message is the power in the story. The message is. That's why the lady's kissing his feet. That's why Mary is at his feet. And then you have, again, it looks like different people. It's not different people, guys. It's the same mindset doing a different job. Martha was in the kitchen trying to cook and but her mindset was not on the message. It was on everything else. It wasn't on the message. Then we go to this other house. The lady is not just at the feet. She's kissing the feet. And the Pharisee, same mindset, just a different job. He's a minister. How does he not know? Jesus, come on, man. You need to tell her. Why is everybody accusing him of doing something wrong? He ain't doing nothing wrong. So he shows them how they are doing something wrong. He said, Martha, actually, you should be right here where she's at. So it's you who's doing something wrong, not me, you. And now he's about to tell this man right here that's doing the same thing Martha did. All right, y'all give me a second. So he's going to do the same thing here. And he says, Simon, I have somewhat to say to thee. And he saith, Master, say on. He said, there was a certain creditor. He said, had two debtors, and one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave both of them. Tell me, therefore, which of them will love him most? Simon answered and said, I suppose he who he forgave most. And he said unto, thou sayest rightly judged. And he turned to the woman and said unto Simon, seest thou this woman? I entered into your house. So look, now he's about to do to him what he did to Martha. Same thing. It's you. He's going to tell him, it's you. You're missing it. You think I'm missing something. No, you're missing. He says, entered into thy house. Thou gavest me no water for my feet. Why? Because the feet is representing what? What's the feet representing?
The gospel.
The gospel, the good news. So he's trying to tell him, you obviously don't recognize that I bring something. You don't recognize that. But this lady who you claim is a sinner, how does she recognize what I'm bringing and you don't? So he says, but she hath washed my feet with her tears and wiped them with the hairs of her head. Thou givest me no kiss. But this woman, since I've came, has not ceased to kiss my feet. My head with oil thou did not anoint, but this woman anointed my feet. He keeps going to this with ointment. Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loveth much, but to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little. And he said unto her, thy sins are forgiven. And they that sat at meat with him began to say with themselves, who is this that forgiveth sin also? And he said unto the woman, thy faith have saved thee. Go in peace. If you don't know Jesus' faith, then you're not understanding what saved her. He did.
Hey,
did.
try.
Yeah.
That kind of solidifies also what you've been talking about here recently. How maybe our focus is wrong. It's focused on the wrong thing. And it seemed like Jesus gave more emphasis on not doing what you know that is right versus doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Here she is, known for doing the wrong thing, and here he is who didn't do the right thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was the one that was at fault.
Yeah.
Not her.
Yeah, because it's never, in the beginning, it was never don't do the wrong thing. So when he said, don't eat of that tree or you will die, why is it that 99% of Christians today think that the disobedience is why they're in trouble? They missed it. That's not why they're in trouble. That's not why. Even though they disobeyed and we got, well, yeah, of course it is. No, listen, when you take your eyes off Jesus, you won't be fruitful and sin will come, period. That's what's being taught in the garden. Even though they were wrong for disobeying, even though that's true, what's more true is not doing what you're told to do. That is what's more true. That's the truth. That's why Jesus said that he's the way, the truth, and the life. His way is you being fruitful. He didn't come preaching, stop sinning. And they go, yeah, he did. He told that woman, sin no more. You're missing it. You're missing it. That's not the importance. The importance is to first do what God is telling you to do, not to focus on the things you're not supposed to do. That's not first place. What's first place is for you to do what he's telling you to do. I don't care what Christians say, but you'll see it happen again. You'll see it happen again. I ain't heard nobody on TikTok, YouTube. I ain't heard nobody say that what they did wrong in the garden is they were not fruitful and multiply. And you're about to start seeing everybody saying it. It never fails. It never fails. Oh, well, try. It don't take long. As soon as I bring out the importance of something, people can't shut up about it. But they won't come over here and acknowledge, oh, yeah, we need to come over.
I'm going to shout it from the rooftops.
Just watch. Just watch.
It's true.
Just watch. Just watch. It'll happen again. It's happened over a dozen times already. I tried this and that, and they can't stop talking about it. This is going to be another one right here. Just watch. Just watch. It never fails. That's why I just say what I say a little bit. Everybody's like, hey, we need to talk. Nah. I'm going to show it to be true. Every little bitty step of the way, I'm going to show it to be true. That the most important thing in the garden is he told them to be fruitful and multiply, and they didn't do it. That right there is the reason that the fall even happened. The fall didn't happen because they disobeyed God. Absolutely not. The fall happened because they were not fruitful and multiply. If you do what God tells you to do, which is make disciples, you don't have to worry about anything else. You just do what he's telling you to do, which is make disciples. But if you ain't making disciples, then what's going to end up happening? If you're not doing what God's telling you to do, what's going to end up happening? You're going to do something, but it won't be what he's telling you to do. But you'll see it's a very high 90% of Christians will tell you that everything is because they disobeyed God. You're right. You're right. But not in the sense of don't do this. They disobeyed him by not doing the thing that he told them to do. That is how they disobeyed God. It's like, no, well, the Bible says, I know what it says. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. It was wrong. They should have never ate. That's not the point I'm making. What?
So it could have been said, to him that knows that he should eat of the tree of life and does not do it, to him it is sin.
Yeah, because he said you can freely eat. You can freely eat from all trees. But just
you can't be fruitful without the tree.
You can't.
You can do nothing apart from him.
You can't do nothing.
He's the first fruit.
Yep. You can't do nothing apart from him. That has always been the fact. That's why he takes everything back to the garden. You can do nothing. If we can't do nothing without him, Adam and Eve couldn't do anything without him, bro. This is why they keep telling people that they did. They ate from the tree of life. No, they didn't. If you understand the Bible in its entirety, there's no way, bro. There's no way. If they would have ate from that tree, they would have became fruitful and multiplied, bro. Come on. Absolutely not. Nope. Absolutely not. Imagine if they would have ate from the tree of life in their fallen state, they would have became fruitful, multiplied in their fallen state, and it would have been God. It would have been God's fault. So he kicked them out, and the Bible makes it clear. If you're not fruitful, what does he do? He removes you. They weren't fruitful. He removed them, just like the word says. Just like it says. But with all that being said, but a lot of this stuff just correlates. It all resonates. All of it.
It does. I mean, it's just amazing. You got the two kisses in the same scene, and they are pretty much the two main subjects of the scene. Of course, Jesus is the main subject.
Yeah.
And the little sidebar Simon had, but really, you know, we see the significance. It's almost like he was turned over to the money at that point. You know what I mean? Like he was given over to it, you know, and the increment of 300, I'm just like, wow, you know, the measures and all that. My mind is going on that.
Yeah.
But the two kisses that you see regarding Jesus is right there in the same place at the same time and are pretty much at question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're both right there. You have the one that's going to give him the kiss of death. Then you got the woman that's giving him the kiss of life. So you have both of them that are looking at the same person, but only one can see the message. Right? Judas can't see the message. Judas can't see the message. Martha can't see the message. Right? The Pharisee in this story can't see the message. He's always pointing to them that can't see the message. He's always pointing to them. And it's so funny. The ones that cannot see the message, you know what they can see? Good and evil. All of them. All of them can see good and evil. Martha, what I'm doing is good. Mary, what you're doing is evil. So the one eating from the tree of life is evil. You see how the sight has flipped? The sight has flipped now. So the Pharisee, he can see good and evil, and he wants to know why Jesus can't see good and evil. No, Jesus can see good and evil. But Jesus can do something the Pharisee cannot. Look at a person's heart. He can't do that. Pharisee don't know how to do that. But Jesus does. See, understanding good and evil is not enough. The heart, if that's not understood, then good and evil doesn't matter. That's why Jesus came to fulfill the law. He's already fulfilled the good and evil. That's already fulfilled. Just him being here, now the law is fulfilled. Why? Because the heart, the root of where the law came from is here now. When the law was here in this world, it wasn't hooked up to the ground. It was in stone tablets. There was no root. It was dead itself because it wasn't connected to the root. Even the law has to be attached to the root that it came from for it to live. Without God, the laws is dead. That's why Paul wrote what he wrote. And he said, for the law leads to what? To death. The letter kills. Why? Because it's dead here without God. It's dead.
That's why Deuteronomy 139 says, moreover, your little ones, speaking of the younger generation, which ye said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil, they shall go in thither, and unto them I will give it, and they shall possess it. Speaking of the promised land.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they'll possess it. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Elevator trot.
Yeah.
You have one in the elevator?
I don't think so. I just checked.
So,
no.
Can we say that Psalms 2 is where that came to pass at right there, where we see she actually kissing the son and he didn't kiss the son?
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there,
I was thinking. No, I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking, dang, what was I going to say? But it was to go back to the Psalms. So let me go back to Psalms 2 real quick because that's the whole point of us even talking about this. I'm over here thinking, dang, what was I going to say? I'll tell you, hey, the Bible is so mass, bro. Come on, man.
Unknown.
It's so big, man. All right.
I done got to thinking about Samson and Delilah over here. And
yeah, look, Sam's so let me go back to 12. Psalms 2:12. So it says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. It says, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So you have the two women, Mary and this other lady, right? This prostitute at his feet, but she's kissing him. The message is him, the word. They're kissing the word. And then you have Judas, right? And then you got Judas, he kisses him, but he's not kissing the message. He's kissing the messenger. He's not kissing the message. And the message, which is the word, is what came. And Judas is kissing him on the cheek. He's not kissing his feet. And he's like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing now. So you betray me with the kiss, even though that kiss is supposed to be at my message, at my feet. That's how you're going to betray me, with the thing that you're supposed to use to receive me. You use it to betray me, right? And again, good and evil. So Judas, when he saw all that quote unquote money being spent, which is on a message that he didn't receive, which means he can't see what the lady is doing. She's receiving the message. She's anointing the message. That's what she's anointing. But he don't see the message, so he just sees oil being spilt. So what does he see? Good and evil. And what is good and evil to him? Whatever he wants to be good and evil. That's the same thing with the good and evil. Good and evil is whatever you do for a living, that's what's good and that's what's evil. For a Pharisee, sin is bad, right? Sin is evil, and whatever they say is good is good. And then for Mary, if you're not helping me in the house, that's evil. And everything else that I say is good is good. What is good? Helping me. Helping me do something in the house, that's good. If you don't help me, that's evil. But it still points to works. It still points to works and grace. With the Pharisee, it still points works and grace. With the lady with the alabaster box, because Judas was a money changer, that's what he did. What was good and evil is good and evil. But everything, if you see, all three of them got different jobs, and they see good and evil differently. Good and evil you can manipulate and make it whatever you want. The scribe and the Pharisees, they were scribing the Pharisees under the law. So good and evil was based on the law. But the only thing that's good, is receiving the message of Christ. That's the only thing that's good, because he's good. So this idea of good and evil, this idea came from Lucifer in the garden. It all came from him. And to this day, people say, see, the tree of wisdom. They talk about this tree because they hear it being called wisdom and they think it's good wisdom. No, bro. I'm talking about the knowledge of good and evil, right? It says a tree to make one wise. And they go, see, it says the tree. What is the tree called? The tree of what? Knowledge of good and evil. They said, see, the tree had knowledge. No, bro, it's not good knowledge, man. That knowledge is not coming from God, but they always harp on this. Oh, look, see, a tree to make one wise. It was wisdom you got from. No, bro, it wasn't God's wisdom. It wasn't God's knowledge. It wasn't the spirit of knowledge. It wasn't the spirit of wisdom. Absolutely not. It killed Adam and Eve. That is not good wisdom or good knowledge. It's bad for us. Not good. If God wanted Adam and Eve to have the knowledge of good and evil, he would have made it with them. Adam and Eve were made. They were perfect. If he wanted them to have the knowledge of good and evil that this tree is claiming to have, he would have made them with it. He didn't make them with it. Therefore, it's a lie. You got Christians today that still look at the tree's title, good and evil, and they're like, man, see? Eve said it was a tree to make one wise. She was deceived. What the heck are you talking about? It says that, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and pleasant to the sight, they read that and they go, see, the tree was good for food. The tree was she deceived or not? Oh, well, yeah, bro. If she was deceived, this is talking from her point of view. In her point of view, in her deceptive mind, it was a good tree with good food. She was deceived, for God's sakes. How are you not able to discern the difference between God showing us what she was thinking and what the tree really was? She was deceived. She was deceived. And now the eyesight has been flipped. Now you have people not knowing the difference between what is good and what is evil.
So try.
Yeah.
Man, I had a thought. I just slipped my mind just like that. Okay, yeah. So the more that Jesus talked about leaving and going away, it's evident that they were looking for a kingdom on this earth, right? In this world. And so Judas, I guess by him being a treasurer, he must have thought he was going to be over all the riches of the kingdom in the earth. But the more Jesus talked about going away, right? And my kingdom is not of this world, I believe that's how iniquity was already in his heart, but I believe that's how he hardened his heart toward the truth of the message of the cross. And then instead of him wanting what Jesus was giving him, then he goes to the Pharisees and crowd and say, okay, well, what will you give me?
Yeah, well,
by him rejecting the message.
Well, okay, we know that the main problem that Judas had is how the Bible tells us that the root, right? The love of money, right? The root of that is evil. He had a love of money, bro. Mammon. That was Judas's problem. He loved the world in the sense of money than anything else. So he never let the truth of who Jesus was in his heart. So his problem was not looking at for the Messiah. The truth is he wasn't looking for the Messiah, bro. Period. That's so he wasn't looking for Ben Joseph, Ben David. He wasn't looking for none of that. He wasn't. Okay. No matter what anybody says, he had love for money, and that was his issue. That's what it came down to. Right. He was just hanging out with them. Everybody has his own reason, but Judas had the love for money. It's very clear. Right. That is just his issue. Right. So, but with all, go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to mute. I'll be right back. I have a very
okay. But with all that being said, guys, it is 4:00. I mean, I'm going to wait for Nanny to ask her question, but we got it. We got to go. It's already 4. Has anybody got anything before we go other than Nanny? Nanny, I'm just waiting on you to ask your question, but I'm letting everybody know we're getting ready to hop off. Has anybody got anything else?
Listen, when I read where it says, I believe in Ezekiel or whatever, that Lucifer with his much merchandise corrupted his own wisdom, that was just a whole nother part to it.
Yeah, he corrupted his own wisdom. Talking about the wisdom that he got from God, he corrupted it by allowing himself, or let me just say it this way. He knew he had choice. He had choice. So he knew the wisdom of God, but in his mind, he knew he had choice. So he can have thoughts against that if he chose to. And the Bible calls it your own lust. You can do it yourself. You can lust after other things. There's 2 lusts in the Bible. There's lust of this world and lust of God's world. Okay, the lust is not talking about sexual acts. It's just talking about the thing you're craving. And the Bible says that the flesh and the spirit lust against one another. They're not equally. They're not in the same mind.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, go ahead.
When you say that they didn't multiply and be fruitful before the fall, how could they? What do you mean by being multiply and fruitful before they took of the good and evil?
What do you
knowledge?
mean? What do you mean? What do I mean?
Like, can you wait just 1 second?
No, go ahead. No, go handle that. No, do what you got to do, Nanny.
Okay.
Just come back.
Okay.
Okay, hit pause.
Trust said you ain't gonna lose your job because of me.
Yeah, God almighty.
My question is, free will. Do we have it? Yes or no?
Well, we have choice.
Yeah, I'm all right, baby.
We have choice. That's what we have. So if you have choice, then that means you have what people will play around with this word, right? Free will. And so you'll have like an atheist say, we don't have free will. And you're like, and you know, of course, someone's like, yeah, we do. We got free will. No, okay. An atheist will say, okay, well, I don't want to go to hell. If we had free will, I could choose not to go to hell. So people don't understand what free will is. So I don't even know why we even use it. We need to stop using this free will. What we do have is a choice. We have a choice. And so now if an atheist says, nope, I choose not to go to hell. Again, whether you call it free will, choice, they can keep saying this, but the free will thing is where they'll be able to win. If you pay attention to an atheist that argues against free will, they can out-debate you on it, but they can't out-debate choice. Can't do that. Can't out-debate that. So if I ask an atheist, do you have a choice to slap someone or not? They have to tell you yes. The majority of them will say, well, yeah, I have a choice. But if you start asking about free will, they hop around it. But choice, say you have a choice to slap someone and say, okay, is it wrong? Yeah, it's wrong just to slap somebody. And they're going to say, well, if he's got a reason. No, there's no reason. There's no reason. Me and you fly to China, and I tell you, the first China person you see, you go up there and slap them in the face. Is that right or wrong? Well, that's wrong. Again, we know there's no way for them to say that's wrong because where are they getting their morals from, first off? That's number one. But let's say they say it's wrong. They'll say, okay, but you slap them. You chose to slap them, right? Okay, if you slap someone in the face so hard that it knocks their eyeball out, now they don't have an eyeball no more. And you chose to do that. If you go to jail, did you choose to go to jail? The answer is yes, because you know that if you hurt someone like that, you're going to jail. Therefore, you chose to go. So when they play this game, well, I choose not to go. You can't do that with choice because right now I'm telling you that the game is you have to choose God or you're going to hell. So if you don't choose him, are you choosing hell? Just like you slap somebody for no reason, you're choosing to go. If you know it's wrong to take a pew-pew and you go pew-pew someone till they don't exist anymore, and you knew that if you do that, you're going to go to jail, you chose to go to jail, sir. I don't give a crap how you twist it. You knew you were going to go if you did that. Therefore, you chose it. And so that you can help someone understand, you know, being with God for eternity by saying choice. But using that phrase free will, they tear into that phrase. So free will. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? If you told every human, hey, y'all, every human before, you know, the end of your life cycle, you have to go to outer space. Now, when you go, you either have to put this suit on or you don't have to, but this is the result of it if you don't. So every human is going to be like, okay, they won't mind putting the suit on. But when it comes to God, they feel like they don't have to choose him. It's weird. It's like weird.
Let me say this real quick. This person said, profiting from God's word. No, nobody has to give me money to hear me talking about God. You're lying. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hypocrite, peddling the word. Where does somebody have to give me money to hear? It's free. Anybody can get on here for free and hear this. What are you talking about? Chris, you're a liar for one. Matter of fact, if you had to pay to get on here, that means you would have to pay to make comments, Chris. How are you making comments for free on here, Chris? That make no sense. What you're talking about? Profiting? No. So hold on, Mason. Hold on. Profiting from subscriptions on YouTube, brother. That's for people that want to subscribe. You don't understand what subscriptions are for? But I just want to comment what you're saying. Did you have to subscribe to hear me? Did you have to subscribe to hear me, Chris? How are you hearing me for free? And you're saying people have to pay to hear me. I want to know, how are you listening for free then? Make no sense what you're saying. The reason people subscribe is because they subscribe because they're pushing descaled content. That's why, because they choose to. So my question is, how are you up here hearing me for free? I thought you said that people have to pay to hear. How come you're not paying then? I don't care if people subscribe or not. You haven't subscribed. How are you hearing God's word for free, Chris? Make no sense what you're saying. You're hearing it for free, bro. And yet you come up here and say the only way that you can hear me talk about God is by paying. Well, how are you the one here? Can you let everybody know how you get to do it for free? Because they want to hear it for free too. Give them the cheat code, bro. Up, up, down, down, left, right. Give them the cheat code. Nah. What I'm doing is I'm showing you that you know that nobody has to pay to hear it. You're mad at God. And so you're up here trying to attack God's people. Nah, it's about you. This ain't about me. You think you came up here because of me? Nah, you up here because of you, sir, ma'am, or whatever. You're up here. Nope. Y'all, you guys, let me say this real quick. You guys go around attacking Christians because you're mad at God. And now you got a friend in here. Have you given me money? Have either one of y'all put money in this? Y'all put money right here? Y'all a bunch of liars. I'm going to troll y'all right back. I ain't got a problem trolling y'all back. I ain't got no problem. Make no sense what you're saying. And yes, look, y'all got someone to subscribe. Thank you. Look at that. Teresa. And it says, and yes, I just subscribed. Keep doing. Hey, matter of fact, Chris, I need you to come back every day. Hey, Chris and Attack or whatever the heck your name is, I need y'all to come as your little duet. I need y'all to come every day. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate y'all. Man. Look, the opposite is happening.
Look at God.
Opposite is happening.
That's what Paul meant when he said in Philippians, some preach Christ by pretense and some preach Christ of a truth. Paul said, I don't care either way. God don't get the glory.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, I need y'all to come back. Hey, matter of fact, y'all subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel.
Hey, what I was going to say is real field workers, man, we don't stop the mouth of the oxen treading out the corn.
Yeah.
We let them eat freely.
Yeah. Anybody come here for free. Nanny, I know you had to leave real quick because you had to run and probably work or whatever. What's up, Nanny? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know, how did Adam and Eve, how could they be fruitful before the fall and multiply? How did they be fruitful and multiply before the fall?
Well, first we got to talk about what is fruitful. What is that? What is that being fruitful?
It means to spread the gospel.
Okay, right. To spread the gospel. Okay,
to make disciples.
Right. To make spiritual children. To make spiritual. All right. So, why did Paul call certain people spiritual children?
Because they were listening.
No, go ahead and finish. Finish what you're. Nanny.
They became disciples.
Nanny, finish what you're doing right there. Finish what you're doing.
I did.
All right.
I did.
Okay,
because they became disciples.
Oh no, listen to what I'm saying. Paul called certain people in the Bible his spiritual children, right?
Right.
Okay, so was he being fruitful and multiplying?
Yes.
Okay, so now I need you to make that make sense in the garden. You got to do that. You got to go study that out. How does that make sense in the garden? Chris, thank you for still being here. You're going to end up being my #1 fan. I appreciate you.
Hey, Trot, when you start charging, dog, I didn't know when he was charging.
Apparently,
right here. About it.
No, this guy, Chris, right here, he said you are charging people to make money on YouTube. That's what he said. And I said,
we charge it. Wait, we charge a monopoly money or something?
I don't know, but I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out where he got the cheat code to come in here and listen for free. How come you get to go?
Apparently,
Matter of fact,
didn't listen. You said 1,000 plus 1,000.
That's right, 1,000 plus. Chris,
Sir.
I need you to, maybe 1,000 plus. Chris, please don't stop coming.
Lock the doors.
Please don't, because I had people just because of Chris. I got more subscribers. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, and every laborer is worthy of his hire anyway. So if he was getting paid, that's his business.
Yeah, well, either way, I need some more Chris's to show up. I used to have a bunch of them, but they kept leaving because we kept getting subscribers. Chris, don't be one of them. Don't be a hypocrite, bro. I need you to stay hateful until the day that you go bye-bye off this world. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't start being nice now. Don't do that. I need you not to be a hypocrite. I need you to stay being hateful as long as you can. I'm going to see how long you can do it, Chris.
Don't jump the bandwagon now.
Yeah. Don't do that now. You stay right there. Stay right there and pew me in your heart there. All right. What else we got? Anybody? Y'all got anything else? I'm telling you for sure. It is
See Tammy's question.
Tammy, who else was? Oh man, now you got people giving me. Look at this, Chris. Look at that, Chris. I need you to start being nice. Look at this young man right here. He just paid to make a comment. Chris, I need you to pay to make a comment, bro. Come on, man. You making comments for free according to your standard. You're not supposed to be on here for free, but yet you on here making all kinds of free comments. I need you to be like this guy right here. You can't. I'm answering you. I'm answering your question. I need you to stay, and I need you to stay. I need you not to leave. And so these people will keep seeing how ridiculous you are. How come these people ain't listening to you, Chris? Chris, how come these people ain't? Hey, Chris, how come these people ain't listening? Chris, how come these people ain't listening to you, bro? You think you making all these I'm not even reading your comments if you haven't realized that. But Chris, I need to figure out if all this stuff that you're saying is true, how come they're not listening to you? Chris,
hey, try look at amazing, amazing. Like he's arguing with a oneness right now. Look at him.
Amazing. Like, let me tell you something right now.
Let me tell you something, brother, sister.
Yeah,
he said it's a Sabbath follower.
Brother, God is triune, brother.
God is triune.
No, he's three. He is, but the three are one.
Yeah. Oh man, hold on a second. Somebody. Oh look, and it's even there. I see it. Chris, you just got somebody to send a pretty decent. That's a pretty decent number right there. I'm looking at it. It's not fake. I can see the diamonds right up here. Woo, Chris, I need you to hang out. I need you. Well, I don't know what it is, Chris, I need you to stick around. Okay, I need you.
You might need to. Hey, you might need to play a song, Trot.
I know. Oh yeah, what song? Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Whatever. Yeah. Hey, whatever y'all put in that comment section to play a song, I'm gonna play it right now, just for Chris. Chris, this song. This person is gonna pay this 50 cents or $1 or whatever, and as soon as they do it in the comment section right there, I'm gonna play a song just for you, Chris.
Hey. I don't think I've seen a single person single-handedly promote your live more than Chris has in under 15 minutes.
Yeah, Chris, I want to pay him. Wow. Yeah, Chris, we all want to thank you for promoting this live. Thank you so much. I need you to come every day. Thank you. Look at that, Chris. Oh, he's still here, Chris. Thank you. All right.
Give him.
Hey, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just.
Yeah. All right. What song? Amazing. What song, bro? What song, man?
Give him, Lord Jesus, you make it so hard.
It don't matter.
Can I cast a lot? Is that gambling?
Hey, Chris got everybody in here paying indulgences.
Hey, go on.
Hey, he out doing the Catholics.
Jesus Christ, what's the one?
Hey, amazing. You don't have to know the name of the song, bro. What's the song about?
Go to rap song.
Harness your emotions.
Is you angry at me? Yeah, emotions. Harness your emotions.
Oh, okay.
Harness your emotions.
Harness your emotions. That's for you. That's for Chris right there. Here you go, Chris.
Get your steel toe boots on.
There you go, Chris. That's for you, man. Stick around.
Try to have a question. Okay, go ahead with your question. How about Christians today so defeated? And that's easy. They need to take their thumb out their mouth and stop being so easily offended. Man, that's harsh. Shouldn't we be nice to one another? Is Satan nice to you, brother? Well, no. Yes, he is. He loves your flesh. But I don't. It gets in the way. And if you keep acting out from it, that's how you will stay. The Bible tells us the flesh is enmity to God. So tell it to shut up already. It's kicking your butt. When I hear the flesh give its testimony, you still sound like you were stuck in a rut. All I hear is death, no living breath. Our testimony is supposed to be of the spirit full of life and resemble God like you got the iron rod. But when you give your testimony, you have a tendency to sound like the enemy and glorify him. But the sound of that testimony, you might need to question who your father is because you will glorify the wrong one, son. You say you have authority, why don't you use it? Grow up! I'm sorry, did I offend your flesh? Doesn't the Bible teach the flesh is dead? How is yours still alive? If I was to kick a dead man by the side of the road, I promise you he wouldn't budge. But the grass growing underneath your corpse tickles and you laugh. Fowls of the the air, pecking at you, tugs on your emotions, and you float through the wind like chaff. You need to take a bath. Your life sounds like a horror film, like you're stuck in a nightmare you can't get out of. That's because you're focused on the wrong foul of the air. You need to focus on the dove. Because of that, you manipulate everyone around you to get in their feelings like witchcraft. You put them in an ocean on a small raft. You don't bring smiles to people's faces, you bring them frowns. While you tell everyone Christ lives on the inside of you is the proof of that. All I see is false crowns. I don't see it, I don't taste it, I don't feel it, I don't smell it, I don't definitely don't hear it. You are supposed to harness your emotions, the Bible calls it gird your loins. This happened because you got converted instead of being discipled. You need to start back at square one so you can finally give a testimony from the Spirit. A testimony that will cause everyone to want to hear it. None of the past that the flesh created, but of the now and in the future, the one that Christ advocated. You say you have authority, why don't you use it? Grow up! I'm sorry, did I offend your flesh? Doesn't the Bible teach the flesh is dead? How is yours still alive if I was to kick a dead man by the side of the road? I promise you he wouldn't budge, but the grass growing underneath your corpse tickles and you laugh. Fouls of the air pecking at you, tugs on your emotions, and you float through the wind like chaff. You need to take a bath. Your life sounds like a horror film, like you're stuck in a nightmare you can't get out of. That's because you're focused on the wrong foul of the air. You need to focus on the dove. Because of that, you manipulate everyone around you to get in their feelings like witchcraft. You put them in an ocean on a small raft. You don't bring smiles to people's faces, you bring them frowns. While you tell everyone Christ lives on the inside of you is the proof of that. Tell the flesh to shut up and listen to the spirit that's inside of you. Listen to the words that are being spoken to you. Words of life and the truth, gird your loins because you're gonna make it. Stop allowing the flesh to lie to you, debate it. What the problem is, God is 1,000 ways that you haven't even thought of as he is so are you in this world. Those steps have already been ordered. Fear not, let your heart not be troubled, count it all joy. These are the words that should come out of your heart. Tell the flesh to shut up and use the shield of faith to block that dart. Harness your emotions, man, be like David and put on the armor of God and get in your car and throw that flesh down. Don't be like Saul, don't fall apart like a $2 suitcase. Harness your emotions. Harness your emotions. Harness your emotions.
Man, that's for Chris right there. Chris, that was for you, man. That was for you. Somebody paid a lot of money to play that song just for you, bro. Chris, you have made me more money, I want to say, in a month, bro. Like, what do you do for a living? You must be a promoter. Like, you must be somebody that just pushes people content. I think you got the touch, bro. You got the touch. Hold on a second. Chris, I know I didn't see you be nice. That's a great song. Chris, hold on a second, bro. Hold on. We need to talk.
Oh, now you ruined it.
Hold on a
you
second. Chris, listen. I don't think you realize I like to troll back. I like to troll back.
This is not natural.
You cannot just natural. Yeah, bro. You cannot ruin my trolling back. Please don't do this. Can you play some? Chris, listen. I can't have you say thank you, bro. Please. Can we go back to I want the old Chris. Please, Chris, don't do this to me. You were literally the highlight of my week. Please don't do this, okay? I need you to stay the troll mode, all right? You just made me a lot of money.
He was going to name the live after you. Now he can't do that.
You were the one that I want to tell you how much money you made me, but I think that'd be a little too far. But it's a lot. I don't think I've ever had that many diamonds in my live. So can you please stop being nice? Okay, now you really troll it down. You 100%. Oh man! All right, five. All right, I'll leave it alone. All right, yeah, and he's saying more than thank you, boy. I'm so grateful.
And he said, "You have saved the best for last."
Yeah. All right, Chris. All right, seriously. All right, Chris, check it out. I got plenty more songs here, and Chris, you're the only one that gets to pick the song. Okay. Do you want to hear a worship song, a rock song, or a rap song? It's obviously talking about God. Chris, it's your choice. You ain't got to pay, okay, even though you made me a lot of money. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have any of those funds right there. So, Chris, you want a worship song, a rap song, or a rock song? It's going to be Christian worship, Christian rap, or Christian rock. It's on you. Just let me know. Just put the word right there, worship, rock, or rap.
He want a rock song. He want a rock song.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give him a chance. No, I'm asking you what kind of song? I got 3 just for you. I got a rap, a worship, or a rock. Which one do you want? Oh man, where's my rap?
Oh, Dreski in the house, my Jewish soul brother.
Yeah, he's in here. Dre's in here.
What up, big dog? What up?
Come on, Chris. Give me. I need you to put rap, worship, or rock. I need you to put one of those words, man, and I'll play it. If not, then I can't. I'm not taking you serious, man. I can't take you serious.
Chris, you can say garden too.
Nah, bro, come on, bro. Making money, she keep. Okay, all right. Well, help me make that money. You said I want you to keep making money so I could prove my point that you R&B. I don't got R&B, bro. It's got to be one of the 3, man. I need you to listen. The longer, bro, you're wasting this chance that I have to make all this money, man. You're wasting it, bro. If you really want me to make some money, hurry up and choose. I'm telling you, it's worship, rap, or rock. That's it. That's the only 3 choices you got. Why didn't this go in there? What the heck? Oh, that's fine. It worked.
Hey, Lava, go to @DScale Live on YouTube, and it'll have the same profile logo that's on this profile will be that logo. You'll find his songs on the YouTube page.
It said I went to YouTube and couldn't find it. Matter of fact, hold on. Lava, do you got SoundCloud? You know what SoundCloud is? Guys, remember, y'all need to push the people to go to the streams. Okay? That's where they need to go, to the streams. So the album, the entire album will be on all music platforms January 2nd, but right now you can find the entire album on SoundCloud. Lava, you got SoundCloud? Just tell them that way they can find it.
Yeah, so you can't get it till next year. Unreal.
Yeah, I
gotta
know.
wait a whole year.
I know. All right, let's see. Can I hear another song? Yeah, man, Chris, we're waiting on you. You can hear another song. Listen, it's got to be one of the 3, bro. Okay? Worship. Do you want a worship song? No, but I'll look into it. Yeah, Lava. SoundCloud is free, bro. Go to SoundCloud. And I'm about to, Lava, I'm about to play another song right now. Chris, listen. A worship, rap, or rock. Pick one of the 3, man. You over here, you're lying. Now you're lying to me. You say you want me to make money, bro. You're lying. I can't make no money if you don't pick, man. We're waiting on you. Come on, help us prove your point. Your point will be proven by you choosing one from this category. Come on, man. Worship, rap, or rock. Worship. All right, we're going there. And now we got to go to a very specific song because I done seen it 100 times in there. All right, here you go.
In the garden.
All right, yeah. All right, Chris, here you go. This song is called I'm Your Garden. Here you go, Lava.
You walk in my heart in the cool of the day. You showed me your glory. I've seen your face. I've become descaled before. I thought I knew everything. Your endless wisdom takes away my shame. I'm the one to blame, but I called on Jesus. I called your name, and you came. Lord, you know all things that I want to talk about. When we met, it was a still small voice, but I heard it loud and clear. It resembled a trumpet and took away all fear. I was reading about the Garden of Eden and the tree of life, and remember Jesus called himself the way, the truth, and the life.
It was cold that night. I wrapped the covers around me more tight. I even had a candlelight. I continued to read. It happened again in the story of Moses and the burning bush. Moses turned aside and a voice came from the midst of the tree. At the moment I heard the sound of a trumpet. The trumpet sound became more familiar in each story. The sound was familiar. It was comfortable. It wasn't you. You called my name. I did not hide. So in my heart, you could abide in the east of Eden. The garden you planted. I am in you, and you in I. Only in your garden, the secret place. I hear your voice in the midst of the garden, the tree of life. There I find my rest. There I find my shade. In the story of Jericho, it was you who knocked down the wall. The 7 priests and the 4 carrying the ark. The trumpets blasted, but all I heard was you. Even when you spoke to the children of Israel, and all they could hear caused fear. I rejoice to the sound in Ruth Boaz, called the nearest kinsman to the city gate. When I heard Boaz say he would redeem both Naomi and Ruth boldly, I heard a trumpet sound. When Esther went boldly before the king for mercy of her people, I heard your voice. You called my name, I did not hide. So in my heart, you could abide in the east of Eden, the garden you planted. I am in you, and you in I. Only in your garden, the secret place. I hear your voice in the midst of the garden, the tree of life. There I find my rest. There I find my shade. When the epiphany hit that I was your plan, all along the trumpet sound came out of the midst of me. I remembered when Jesus said he was the vine and we were the branches. The trumpet sounded again. The trumpet sounded again. It was you the whole time on the inside of me. I was fooled to believe you were out there somewhere. The truth, the way you are, is what set me free. You abide in me. You abide in me. You called my name. I did not hide. So in my heart, you could abide in the east of Eden, the garden you planted. I am in you, and you in I. Only in your garden, the secret place. I hear your voice in the midst of the garden, the tree of life. There I find my rest. There I find my shade.
Man, everybody thank Chris for that worship song right there. Chris, that song is a descaled song, my friend. We are the ones that put that song together. So we want to appreciate the funds that you brought into this live. If it wasn't for you, Chris, the money would not be given today. It's just flowing in because old Chris right there. We appreciate you, man. I would say, do you have any more requests? But we got to go. I was supposed to get off at 4, been on here 30. Chris, you kept me on 30 minutes longer. You're like, man, this man, y'all need to stop listening to this man. You kept me on here 30 minutes. I would have been off already. You should have just let me go, but you didn't. But that's all right. I ain't mad at you. I just wish you stopped being nice. I kind of like the meme, Chris.
Now we got to start up a whole call center of people taking in the funds.
Yeah, Chris, I need you to run my call center. Is there any way you can do that? I need you Yeah, so guys, if y'all haven't listened, if you haven't heard the Descaled album, okay, those were only 2 songs. If you haven't heard it, it's on SoundCloud right now. The entire album, just type in Descaled or just type in Descaled. If I give you the names of all the songs, you probably get, but that song right there was called I'm Your Garden. The other one, the rap song, was called Harness Your Emotions, but all the songs are on SoundCloud in January, and and by the way, Chris, they're for free. Chris, nobody. Dang it, Tammy.
I think you got another troll in the queue.
I should have said, and you got to pay to hear the songs. You don't got to pay, Chris. Chris is like, oh man, I wish you had to pay. But Chris, you can pay if you want to. I mean, I'm just saying it would help prove your point, Chris, if you paid. If you paid, you'd be like, see, haha, point proven. But you can listen to them for free. Let's see. Wow, no followers, following 70 people. Man, fake account. I'm not really sure if I got the gut right now for fake accounts. Probably not. Matter of fact, that's
the country singer Jason Aldean.
Yeah, that's probably
him.
That's probably Chris.
Look what Chris brought in here.
Yeah. All right, matter of fact, let's see what Chris brought. All right, Chris, we'll play your game. All right. Let's see. Oh, man, they left. Oh, Chris is like, oh, he figured out it was me. Man, that would have been fun. That would have been fun right there. All right. All right, guys, anybody got anything else? Because we got to go. Now, remember, the album, Descaled album, will be released on all musical platforms January 2nd, okay? But right now, all of them are there. All of them are there to listen to for free, Chris, for free. On SoundCloud. Hey, Chris, for real, do me a favor. I'm being dead serious. Chris, for real. I know you don't like that I'm on here talking about God or whatever. I get it. I want you to go listen to some of those songs. Come back tomorrow. I just want to know which one you like the most, okay? Out of the ones you listen to on SoundCloud, please. That'd be awesome. All right, well, go listen. You know, Chris, I would love to believe everything you're saying, but I've been clocking you. You've been here for almost 35 minutes. So it's hard for me to believe half the stuff you're saying. You like all of them. You've only heard 2, Chris. You've only heard 2. Come on, man. Listen, no, tomorrow, go to SoundCloud, or today, right now, go to SoundCloud, go listen to them, and I want you to tell me which one you like the most. Which one you like the most, okay? All right, guys, y'all got anything? Anybody? Because we got to go, man. For real, not even kidding.
Yeah, on SoundCloud it is at Descaled. No lie,
oh my Lord. Okay, on SoundCloud. Oh my Lord, Chris, look, you got more money coming in. Hold on, let me heart that person. Oh man, you made my week. Chris, I need you to show up. Listen, I'll give you 5%, bro. Just show up, and it's a money gig. You make money too. You just come in here. You make money too, Chris. Okay. All right, Chris, seriously, hey, I need you to go I need you to go listen to Descaled album on freaking SoundCloud, dude. Let me know what song you like the best. Yeah, is it at Descaled Live, CJ? We need to change that to Descaled, bro. Why do you got at Descaled? How come you haven't changed that yet?
No, on SoundCloud it should be at Descaled.
No, I'm asking, why is it not just Descaled, man? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to put the at sign. You can just put Descaled in the search bar.
Oh, okay. No, I'm telling you, how come it's not just Descaled? Go change it to Descaled, bro. That's what I'm telling you. I've been telling you. Let's see. You want me to clock out? No, well, yeah, I'll clock back in tomorrow morning, though. Make sure you're here, Chris. Okay, don't let me down. But you got to understand, I've been clocked in for 4 hours, man. It's been a long day, you know? Right? There was only one of you today. Usually there's at least 3. Oh, no, you brought a friend in here. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, man, are you using vulgarities? Man, people usually don't delete stuff. Chris, are you a Christian? Come on, man. Hold on a second. Are you a Christian, bro? Oh, man. I was having fun until I found out. So you're a Christian and you're using vulgarities? Come on, man. This dude right here. All right, guys, we gone, man. We will see y'all in the morning. God bless.
Cowboys are trash.
They're
Cowboys
amazing.
Suck.
They're amazing.
Cowboys